Yo, it's shaking everybody, man. It's your boy State, man. State of New York Knicks podcast. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. And today is a special day because we coming back with Diehard State of Mind. Um, this has been, a couple of years running. And shout outs to my guy who will join me now in Eru. I appreciate you joining me today.
What's good? What's good?
Yo, what's good, man? I appreciate you joining me today in this particular podcast, man. Dial State of Mind. It's been like a year plus or so.
Something like that. I mean, we did a couple pods in between, just to touch base and stuff. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. People have been
Nah,
asking for it, man. The NBK get-togethers and stuff. Guys like, yo, what's up with State? What's up with your guy? What's up with that dude with the nurse's outfit that you be all that shit with? You know what I'm saying? That's what people have been asking.
Yo, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm right here, man. So what happened was I told Eru, like, yo, Eru, I need to like get my own YouTube setup. I gotta get my own. I gotta get my own. Once I get my own, just give me some time. Give me a couple months, and I'm gonna get there. So now I'm at that time, and now we're gonna come to y'all with these Dial State of Mind uh convos a lot now, a lot more. And I appreciate all of you guys who pulled up too, man. Shout outs to the chat, man. Shout outs to DW, man. Shout outs to State and Eru. Yes, yes, sir, man. We back. We definitely gonna do more of these. Um, it's my fault actually that Dial State of Mind took so long to come back. It was not Eru's fault. Eru has been going, uh, being consistent for years. Uh,
I
mm,
don't know about being consistent, man. You know how I do. I come in, just now. I literally just did like 16 hours at work, and now I'm just popping in doing a podcast with you. I was at work since 4 o'clock this morning, dude. Now I'm here talking to you to you. So that's my life. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
like this. What were you saying about that? Like this whole thing about you being your fault. The stuff is not your fault. Like like you're literally like the king of Twitter, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like everything that you're doing on Twitter, I can't fuck with that shit because I get upset. Shout out to, I want to mention some of these guys, man, but shout out to some of the older heads. They don't know how to deal with the internet. I'm one of those guys that like, it's like, what did you say? And I want to do something to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't tell the difference between playing and joking. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, you're the king of Twitter. So everything that you're doing over there that you set up during that year, that mean you haven't been doing pods and stuff like that. You've been doing some incredible shit. You
I
know?
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And once again, like on Twitter, I'm just trying to be myself, even on Twitter, Instagram, everything, man. Even in person, like Ebro, man, we was definitely at the get together last time. We call it a get together, watch party, or whatever it was. And I seen you, man. Such a blessing to see you in person, man. Such a blessing to see all of these wonderful Nick fans. But man, um, when you're a Nick fan, it feels different when you get love like from people that they live in California and stuff like that as a Knicks fan. So it's been great, yo. It's been great. It's been great. I had to mature though, because sometimes it's hard when you're a Knicks fan like me, and I'm always on the edge. So
That's all of us though, man. So I mean that's the beautiful thing about it. We all sympathize with all different kind of Knicks fans. You know what I'm saying? It's very different when you're in person though. You know what I'm saying? So I watch you when you came in there. You're always a little extra. A little extra, a little extra. You know what I'm saying? So I watch you. You was definitely enjoying you enjoyed everybody. You know what I'm saying? So allow you to get your space and shit like that, man. Because me and you get up whenever we get up. But it's good to see you. Mixing and mingling, man. Just because like I'm a little older, man, so I remember like the message boards. I've been talking about that a lot. Like there was a movement where there was a lot of message boards back in like the early 2000s, whatever. So this same movement that's happening with Twitter and it's happening with YouTube and stuff. We used to do get-togethers and shit like that back then too. So it's beautiful, man. Once you get guys together, guys and gals, because we got to include the girls too. Once we get people together, man, like-minded people and just like people don't really understand, what it is to be like a real fan, because it takes up a lot of your life, a lot of your thoughts, everything. So to be
no,
around
that's a fact.
somebody just like you, man, forget about it.
Yeah, that's a fact. especially Knicks fans. Knicks fans is a different kind of breed. Knicks fans is different, yeah.
Yeah.
Knicks fans is different. Knicks fans come in all shapes and sizes, pause. They come in all colors: red, white, blue, black, white, Caucasian, Filipino, shiny. It don't matter. Like,
Yeah. I think Eddie C's from Costa Rica, right? Eddie C, I see him in the chat there. Is he in Costa Rica? Or,
yo, shouts to Eddie, man. That's my guy, man. Shouts to Eddie, man. Shouts to Eddie, man. Is Eru safe from the Rico?
y'all can't get me,
Eru, Eru it is definitely safe from the Rico. That is personally just for Nick's Twitter. That is not for Eru and guys like that, man. Uh, we do the Carfax on everybody. we make sure we make sure we make sure everybody. So all right, so what Greg is talking about. So obviously, I know you've seen the pictures already. And go ahead. Go ahead.
That's some creative shit, man. I had to say when one song you caught that one dude with the Boston, you caught a dude with a Boston jersey, right? So like, crazy Knicks fan. I follow all these guys. So once I saw it, I thought it was funny. But y'all started adding to it, and then it literally became like CSI, and then it became like a court show and stuff. I mean, you guys are incredible, man. It's something that's happening over there on Twitter, man. It's something that's not that I don't think it's ever been done before. You know what I'm saying? It's in any fan base or anything, any genre, I think. So you guys are doing some funny stuff over there.
Yo, the court case joint. Yo, that's just me being me, yo.
Yeah.
So my bro Smooth, shouts to my guy Smooth, man. Shouts to my guy Smooth, man. He had a picture with a Lazard on, right? So somebody shared it on Twitter. And I shared it. I said, all right, Smooth, you're gonna have to answer. After I shared it, you know me, I'm talking mess and chat. I'm like, yeah, man, y'all ain't gonna find me. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm talking crazy. And what's crazy, shouts to my guy Mo, man. Huge Nick fan. My guy Mo. Mo, he like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So when he shared the bombshell tweet,
That was crazy, bro.
I told him, I said, yo, Mo, I'm one of the most beloved on Nick's Twitter, bro. What you're doing right now, you opening a can of worms where everybody going to get got. So go ahead. He asked me he asked me in a text and a DM like, yo, State, you want me to delete that? Yo, I'll delete it if you want me to. I said, no. Why would I? That's 112K plus mentions on Twitter interactions. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Keep that up there. Because what that's going to do, you know how they say I got variants on Twitter? So now the little homies, they're going to check your Carfax. So when they check your Carfax, you better make sure you straight. A lot of people ain't straight either.
Where did he find that stuff? Where did Mo find all those pictures? He
found it on Facebook. So what he found specifically, you know what? I'm gonna have to absolutely show it up here, right? I'm gonna have to absolutely, out of respect for people. Oh, let me see if I can find it real quick. But it's just me basically, and I don't even got time to find it. You know what the hell? I tell you, it's me basically with a Brooklyn Nets hoodie on, straight Brooklyn Nets hoodie. It's three more, right? But I think the Brooklyn Nets hoodie is most egregious action.
I think so. Yeah.
Like the other stuff.
The Miami Heat jerseys too, man. All of that shit is
that's not a jersey though. That's a shirt. That's a shirt.
Shirt jersey don't freaking matter, man. Anything having to do with any other team, that's like blasphemous, man.
Yeah, shouts to Bones. Yo, it's a shirt. Oh, yo, bro. It was 2012, 2011, 2012. I'm with my bro Maul, right? We got the females with us. I got proof in the picture. Her foot right there. I got proof. The females with us. They said, "Oh, we like y'all with the Miami Heat shirts on." So all of us had on Miami Heat shirts. What I did respectfully, because I knew I kind of felt like somebody was going to come and get me.
Yeah.
I shared the picture with me and my bro from that same day. He had on the Miami Heat shirt too. Um, they got me, yo.
But
They
listen,
got
man, you know Carmelo Anthony with the banana boat. You know what I'm saying? It had LeBron on that shit. It had CP on that shit. And who was it? Dwayne Wade.
yeah.
Melo said he is not getting on that fucking banana boat, man. So to me, that's the same thing. I'm not. I'm not. If everybody's wearing Miami Heat jerseys, I'm not. I'm just not doing it. You know. So you know, I don't. I don't. There might be pictures out there somewhere, but you're gonna have to go to like Black Planet or freaking like MySpace or something like that because you're not gonna find it on Facebook or whatever, man. But I'm telling you, that's blasphemous, man.
yo,
Looks bad. It looks bad. I gotta tell you.
yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. A lot of people don't like that, yo. I'm sorry, yo.
But you
I'm
check it.
sorry.
I'm wearing orange and blue, right? But this is a Carhartt. Where's that? This is a Carhartt thing. So I
Uh,
refuse to wear like a let's say like a gray and red or anything like that because it's gonna like make people think about a different team or whatever. So I have to
absolutely.
wear. That's just me, man.
Yo, shout outs to my guy Mike, man. Shout outs to my guy Mike Unseen, man. In 2013, 2014, I say, yo, you know what? I just only want to wear black owned brands. Only want to wear stuff that I make, stuff that guys from the hood. Shouts to Fosterville, 15th, and Bang Bang. I only want to wear stuff that my guys make, right? Even right now, right? I got on I'd rather hustle. So I'd rather hustle with it. Shouts to my guy OBXO. I mean OBXB, my guy Munch, Rico. Shouts to those guys, man. I got the I'd rather hustle hoodie on. Harlem, right across the street. And I got on a jacket that I made specifically. It's from my website. State, and I got the unseen right on the wrist of the arm. So,
That jacket is
after
fire though. I like that jacket a lot.
thank you. I'll make sure I send you one. I'll make sure I send you one next week. I got you, man. I
No,
wanted to make sure that I
don't
didn't
send
win
me
no.
nothing. You gotta save it for people that like a real big time fans and stuff. Somebody like me, I gotta support. I gotta support rather than sending it.
All right, respect. Hustle man, you on there, hustle man. Shouts to Ray, man. Where's the foot action hashtag? You all right, brother? I will not battle you, brother. Not tonight. You got it, bro. I got caught red-handed. Red. What you want me to do? What I got caught. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. People were retweeting the Go Celtics tweets crazy. It got nasty. Listen, brother. Listen. I love Jason Tatum as a player. They got me too, hero. They got me with the Jason. They got me, but I don't got no Celtics gear on. I wouldn't wear green. Nasty work. I would never wear green, Celtic green. Like all of Boston sport. I think Boston sports in general,
And there's a
from the
no fly zone.
Celtics, the Red Sox to the Patriots, bro. It's like a no-no to me, bro.
Yeah, Boston Bruins, Boston Baked Beans, you know what I'm saying?
Boston.
Boston, what are the cream pies? What the fuck, man? Anything Boston, man. I ain't man messing with nothing from Boston, man.
So, people, shouts to everybody tuning in once again in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in.
It
Um,
looks bad though, man, because like any other fan bases say, like Boston Celtics fan base, they're not gonna get caught dead with no Knicks jersey and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Only if they lost a bet. But even then, it's very hard to see somebody from the area doing that. Because I mean, something with New England, those people are so freaking loyal. You're talking about Maine, Massachusetts. You're talking about Vermont and New Hampshire and all those guys, man. They very like a tight knit fan base over there. Even sometimes Connecticut too, like the Patriots and all that stuff. They're very tight knit. They don't wear nothing over there but that stuff.
do you blame that on the culture? I'm talking about the culture of fandom as far as like the Knicks wasn't winning a lot in the past 20 years. People being from New York, you're wearing different apparel every day. You go in the store, oh, this is a nice shirt, it matched my sneakers. You're not even thinking about your fandom at
Yeah.
all. Do you think that's a part of it? You think if the Knicks was winning or a three-time NBA champion during 2000 and 2010, you think it would have been better? Like you would see less of that and you see more of Knicks fans wearing the blue and orange?
Well, it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely levels to fandom. So some people enjoy the team, but they like to get fly too. So they don't give a fuck about wearing Knicks stuff all the time. But somebody like me, I have to wear Knicks stuff all the time. And if it's not Knicks stuff, I'll rock a Yankee hat. I won't wear a Mets hat. It's just certain things that I just would not get caught in. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say if I was wearing something red, if I was younger, wearing something red or whatever, I would have the red Yankee hat. You know what I'm saying? There's different flavors of Yankee hats I can rock. Knicks too. They got different logos, different stuff like that you can match it up and stuff. So that's how I do it. But it's like I said, there's different levels. Because it's fun. It was all fun. That whole thing, you can't understate it, man. Because that whole thing you guys did, especially my man. What's for sure? What's his name? The older dude with the beard from down south.
Who, D?
Ah, man, I'm not good with names and stuff, man. But he always he has the cigars and stuff. He's from down south.
OG Billy.
Yes, Billy.
OG
I keep
Billy.
forgetting Billy, man.
You goddamn Heat fan.
Yeah,
You
he
thought
sounded.
we got
He
the
was sounding
contacts
just
on
like.
you.
Yeah, yeah. He did an excellent job too on that, man. So I mean, it's crazy what you guys did, man. That's really really creative, and it's like kind of like off the dome. You was freestyling the whole time. That shit was dope.
Yeah, yo, everything that I come to Nick's Twitter with, I try to make it just straight freestyle. I don't even try, man. Shout outs to everybody in the chat, man. Coach SIA, salute to you too, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Yo, Eru, that's my guy, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, no
Kareem
doubt.
Grant, yo, Kareem, you for years, Brody. For years. I appreciate you, my guy. Salute to you, my guy. Appreciate you,
Kareem was
man.
my variant, man. We used to have dreads at the same time. It seemed like we're married to the same woman too, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Shout out to Nick's Live, man. Salute to my guy Ebro in State. Chat salute, man. Appreciate you too, man. Almighty finesse. Foot action don't exist no more. Duh. Because it was 10 plus years ago. It been torn down. They've been torn down since I think about like 2014, 2015. So you're
yeah,
actually proving my case. like, bro. No, shouts to Brick Nation, man. Appreciate you in the chat, man. Once again, Kareem Grant, man. Just trying to show love to the chat. But another feature, and what's crazy about the whole Twitter space thing, you was the first to have a live stream, me and you on it, and we had the Twitter space going, and people was coming up on Twitter space, and they was asking questions.
yeah.
Just want to make sure everybody know that.
Yeah, we were
So
the first, but I mean, for me, like I said, I don't have the temperament, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause sometimes the guys get on the spaces and they kind of get, especially when it first started, people were getting kind of crazy with the mouth and stuff. So, I couldn't rock with it. I just couldn't take somebody like, like saying wild stuff. I didn't know how to deal with it at first, man. But it's evolved. I think Twitter Space definitely evolved, and there's some really good content on there. Definitely, man. So. But yeah,
yeah,
we definitely was the first ones to do that. Put Twitter Spaces on the screen, and then you was on Twitter Spaces, hosting it, and we had it on YouTube too. So that is pretty cool.
so we got to keep that going. We got to keep that going, man. We got to keep that going. It's a wonderful tool. And shouts to everybody who's on Twitter that's actually tuning in right now. I appreciate y'all, man. It's a wonderful tool, man. Wonderful tool. And the new thing that they got on next Twitter Spaces that I tried out the other night was a Twitter space where they video record you. So it's like a FaceTime call, but
Okay,
it's Twitter space though. So you're on your phone, you looking at your phone, you on a Twitter space, and people can see you. You can't see them, but you record it.
okay.
So the mindset with me with that is merch or things outside of what you're doing outside of the Knicks. People can see what you're doing and stuff like that.
So it's like a Zoom call then, like it pops up and you can see the person's face when they're talking like a Zoom call.
Mm-hmm,
Oh, that's dope.
exactly like a Zoom call. Fire. Salute to the chat once again, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, salute
F-Ball.
to the Next podcast too, man. Because this is a joint podcast. Me and you both we're broadcasting on both channels, man. So you're gonna see some people that normally come on my channel, like Generation JL. That's my guy there. So salute to everybody popping in, man. This is a big thing, man. Hopefully we can keep doing it, bro. At least once a week or something.
Nah. We gotta be consistent. We gotta be consistent. So I'm new to this, right? And shouts to Bobby Santiago. Yeah, I haven't seen some of these names in so long. That's how I know it's a joint podcast.
Yeah.
Some of these names I haven't seen y'all for years. I apologize, man. I apologize. I had to work on it, man. Shouts to everybody that's popping in the chat, man. That's popping in watching us right now. Um, and shouts to Diehard Knicks, man. Diehard Knicks podcast, man. Go follow my guy Ebro on Facebook and Instagram. You know, you could Google him too, man. What's up, Ebro?
Well, I wanted to talk about, we talking about positivity and stuff like that, because I want to talk about the Morning Brew. Shout out to them because they
Oh
put a nice
yes.
event with Tony and stuff too. But aside from that, because that was like a kumbaya type of event, but there is a thing that like today happened with CP the artist and Papa Left or whatever, and then also my man Sherman. What is that his name? Sharon Ferguson.
Yep.
They got into like a little beef with Papa Left though. You know what I'm saying? So what advice do you have? Like, because it's really like it's mostly like an old head type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I get bent out of shape too. I'm begging, Tony or somebody to pull me into a space that way I can get the vibe of it again. You know what I'm saying? But CP just popped off. He went he went crazy today. But it's within it made sense because it's like you can't like just say certain things and then people just let it just go down your back. Or
Mhm.
this is just Twitter, whatever. Like, what advice could you give to people that can maybe lighten the mood or maybe just like help them navigate that space? What do you think
Yo,
about
you gotta sleep on it, yo. That's the best advice I got. Yo. You gotta sleep on it. Yo, usually I be pissed off with stuff when they come to Nick's Twitter, and then once I go to sleep and I wake up, I forget about it. It's on to the next day.
that? Yeah,
I think it depends on who you are, honestly. And since I feel like I'm a Knicks content creator, I can't continuously like have emotion towards certain things. I try to keep it to a minimum. Okay, 4 hours, you're pissed off. Now let's get rid of it.
yeah,
As far as my guy CP, the artist, Papa Left and those guys and their situation, that's them. I try to stay out of that, man. Shouts
yeah,
to my pops, man, RPOG right behind me. Like, mind your business. That's where I'm at with it. And me, like, why would I, and um partake in something that does not make me no money? Like, it does not. Like the SMDs and all of that. I don't care about that. You get what I'm saying? Like I care about Knicks basketball, New York basketball in general, merch, people that rock with me all the time, what everything else. I don't care about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I haven't gone into back and forth with nobody in that long. It's a reason for that.
yeah.
Like it doesn't bother me no more. It comes with if if you put yourself in a certain light, you got to be prepared for that smoke that comes with that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Mhm.
what that's the advice I give to them. They got to piece that up, man. That's little 19-year-old. Oh, SMD. Like you too old for that. You once you 30 plus, bro. Like it's certain things you can't. Come on,
Yeah, but some people, are still with the smoke, man. What I'm saying. I'm quick to say suck my dick too, man. SMD, one thing, but I like to say it, because my thing is I like to draw the line in the sand, because like once you say that, that means you're not playing anymore. You know what I'm saying? So now you might think that I'm playing, or you might think that you're spicy, but I just take it straight there. Boom, SMD. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, yo, why are you gonna say it? Yeah, because I know why I said it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it be trying to get a reaction of are you. I'm saying it because I'm drawing a line in the sand to let you know that I'm not playing around with you anymore. You know what I'm saying? You take it, you do what you need to do with that information. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I mean, like I said, the reason why I mentioned it because it is frustrated sometimes, like because people don't get it. They don't get the whole thing with Twitter because it could be intimidating. You know what I'm saying? It could be frustrating sometimes. Even the YouTube stuff, it can be frustrating. Sometimes, like say on MBK, like I get pissed off at what's his name, Uncle Fulio, because he might be saying something, and I gotta shut him down about something, or
yo,
even
yo,
Steph. Steph sometimes she might say something. Me and Steph have gone back and forth too, but that's the nature of it. That's the nature of all of that.
yo. Shout out to my guy Uncle Fulio, yo.
He's crazy, man. But he's
Yo,
talented though, man. Like that's another thing too. Like, you're extremely talented.
thank you.
Fulio's talented. Quite a few people in this chat, man. Shout out to Nick's Live. That's what's the name? Julian Bloom there, Knicks Live. He
Yeah,
started a
shout out
channel.
to the Knicks Live. Shout out to my guy. But I wouldn't wear that Celtics jersey. You got it, bro. I ain't wearing no Celtics jersey. I ain't wearing no other team jersey, so I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, but
But
there's a
yo,
lot of talent, man. Absolutely, all over the
Uncle
timeline.
Fulio crazy, man. Uncle Fulio crazy. I looked this up the other day, right?
Yeah,
And this is on Google right now.
you've been
And
up there for a long time, man. Top 10.
yo, I wouldn't be here without you, bro. And that's one thing I want to say. And we could scroll down and we could see like Nick Fan TV second, Nick Film School third, Locked On Knicks fourth, New York Knicks Show fifth, Big Nick Energy. Like we could scroll down, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that you are celebrated as well. It does. It's I wouldn't be number one without you, bro. That I want to make sure people understand that.
I
And
appreciate it, man. You know,
you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, man, and what you bring, man. Shout out to the chat too. It's booming. Go ahead, Eru, my fault.
like Nick's what do you call it? Morning brew guys, they always say the same thing too. Like shout out to Hector, he's always shouting me out. Sometimes I don't even want to get in the comments because I don't want him to shout me out because he feels the same way. But the thing about it, like we all in this space together and we all have been growing together. Like when I found you on the audio pod, I found you. You know what I'm saying? I found you because you was putting out good content and I enjoyed what I was listening to. You know what I'm saying? You had your boy from down under the Australian shit. So it was an interesting show, and you found me for the same reason. You know what I'm saying? So, we all doing the same thing together. We all building together and stuff, man. So, I appreciate the love and stuff, but I am humble. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm a big fan of all of you guys, man. And I always encourage other people to just always support. Whatever channel, whatever show you like and stuff. Just always support. Because you never know what people are going through, man. This number 18. I always say, always. I almost passed away that year. You know what I'm saying? You just lost your pops. You going through stuff before the pod too as well. People go through shit, man. So, just to go with the argument on Twitter and taking things personal and stuff. Like a lot of that stuff could be dealt with differently, man, because life is too short. Especially with this space, we should use it to bring people together and just to promote positivity. You know what I'm saying? Right, rather than use it to like harbor a bunch of negativity and stuff, man. You definitely got to get away from that.
Yeah, I had to learn the hard way, yo.
Yeah,
Everything I learned, I had to learn the hard way.
yeah,
Um, my pops, such a great man. Uh, he just always wanted me to work. He just always wanted me to work. So I just keep working, man. I just keep working. As far as like haters and all of that is concerned, I seen a post today too, and just talking about people talking about like Nick's Twitter and just basketball talk in general. Oh, people taking the fun out of things. You know, you don't have to watch them.
yeah.
You know?
I tell my, that shit. I tell motherfuckers all the time, man. Get the fuck off my channel, fam. Like you in my chat talking all that shit. Get out of here. Go somewhere else. Like the Twitter app. You can delete it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be there. You could just delete it. Go somewhere else, fam. I just don't understand it.
I never understood it. I never understood it. Shout outs to the chat, man. Perfect though. Shout outs to Coach, man. Shout outs to my guy Eddie, man. I gotta defend state on that, man. I'm from Uptown. We gotta be fly, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Knicks are nice, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Kareem Greg. I'm sorry, but I'm Mets all day. So yo, Avery, this is just a New York thing. So I know you understand this.
Right.
Baseball hats is off limits.
Nah, man. You can't,
No.
Mets and Yankees, you got to draw a line in the sand, man. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you come out the womb, you got to be christened either Mets or Yankees. Same thing with the Giants and Jets. You got to straight out the womb. You got to be christened either Knicks, Yankees, Giants, Jets. You got to be christened, bro. There's no
Wait,
such thing as
hold
flip flopping with that stuff, man.
hold on. So you telling me, hold on. If I'm not a baseball fan, I can't wear any hat I want if it matches my outfit.
Like I said, there's levels to it, but
Okay.
you're only gonna get asked the question once. You know what I'm saying? They say, "Yo, are you a Mets fan?" And you gotta come clean. You gotta be like, "Well, Nah, I just like the hat. I follow the team and shit like that, but I don't really have a team. You got to get once you say that shit, then people leave you alone. But you can't claim a team. Once you claim a team, that shit is a wrap, fam. You know what I'm saying? You can't flip flop. There's no such thing in
Nah,
that, man.
there ain't no flip flopping. You can't flip flop. So
Yeah.
it's like that's why the egregious things that people were saying on Facebook and all these posts that was popping up. It was like, okay, we could kind of understand because the Knicks they haven't won a championship in 51 years. So like you like they was bad at certain points in our lives, and depending on where you from, where you live, you probably couldn't afford cable. You don't know if they could afford jerseys. You don't know if they was on welfare. We gotta take these things into account. I'm not good. You get what I'm saying? There's points in my life I didn't have cable like that. I'm watching cable off the illegal joint, the fat TV with the black cable box with the red letters. So I get it. Like I get it. But
Let me add to that, man.
go ahead.
WOR TV, right?
Uh-huh.
That's channel 9, I believe, right? They used to
Yeah.
have Nets games on there. Knicks were on cable. I couldn't afford cable. You know what I'm saying? But the only time I would see Knicks is if they were on like national TV. But every night there was a Nets game on channel 9. So I used to watch the Nets games, yeah, because that's the only thing on TV I could watch Nets games and stuff. But I'm not a Nets fan, and I would never ever wear a Nets jersey just because that's the only thing I had access to.
And what's crazy is I understand. Like it's certain people, not even certain people. It's a demographic of people that understands. Like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like I understand, man. Shouts to Mega NYK. What's good? SNYK Diehard Knicks family. Yeah, man, we back, man. We're gonna be more consistent. Oh, yo, let me announce this real quick, man. I'm announcing now, man. I got Anthony MSG, the company man, pulling up to the liquor store, Fred's Wines and Liquor, next weekend Saturday
Okay.
for a live stream. YouTube. I can't wait for that.
That's what's
Say,
up.
what the hell is this dog nonsense behind me? Oh my god.
I'm looking at it too.
Okay.
I try not to ruin the show.
It
Like,
threw
what
me
the
off.
fuck is that back there?
Oh my god. I should be getting Goku getting punched in his mouth. Oh my God.
That shit is crazy, man.
Oh god, man.
But
Shouts to
that's dope. Like
Anthony MSG.
Anthony. Man, you remember he called you out? He wanted you to like. I think this is when y'all first started beefing. He's like, "Yeah, man, if you can get a reservation at a restaurant, blah blah." So I'm like, when he said that, I was like, "Come on, man." You know what I'm saying. So now, listen, now you have your own spot. So now he has to make a reservation to hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? See how the shit, how the circle, how the world turns. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you say, yo, shouts to Anthony MSG, man. Yo,
Yeah.
man. I think we had that debate years ago. You just gotta wait, man. You just gotta wait. When you turn yourself into a big dog, that's what happens, man. Yo, now I feel like he feels he owes it to me to pull up.
Well,
He
let's
kind of got
let me
to.
let me
The
take
my
let me take
Clippers
it
fan.
let me take it
You
to the
got
next let me take it to the next level. Now you done made yourself like an entity now. You know what I'm saying? So now he has to come to the table now. You know what I'm saying? Before you was just like, oh, some fucking guy on Twitter. Oh, now this guy is not just some guy on Twitter now. You know what I'm saying? Now I have to, sit down with him now. You know what I'm saying? Now you're worth his time, I guess now. So that's pretty cool. Anthony MSG is dope, man. He does a lot of good stuff for the community and stuff. So I met him a couple times and stuff. He never remembers me when I see him. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Nah, he will next time you see. I promise you that. He
Yeah.
will next time, man. Shouts to the chat. The chat booming. Oh my god. Twitter for all heads who uses that. Come on, man. You calling me an old head. Come on, man.
That's Almighty Finesse.
Eru
He's a troll, man. He be trolling.
Eru is a beast. Shouts to you, Mega NYK.
Mega.
Brother State, we still company manning. Yes, I'm still company manning. No, I will not support Alec Burks. I will not support Alec Burks. He is garbage.
Yo, is that the first Knicks topic we're gonna talk about? Alec Burks?
Yes, because yo,
I'm with you,
you
man.
know what? Let's transition. Hold on. Let's transition. Off the top of my head, I don't even need to put up another screen about this man, Alec Burks, because I know the numbers. He's a negative minus 13.3 per 100 possessions when he touches the court for the New York Knicks when he's playing. He is terrible. The Knicks 2-6 with him.
Basketball's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like once you play a team game, like look at Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich got his little issues too, man. But he fit in kind of a little bit more seamlessly compared to them. Look at OG. He came through and he fit in right away. The first game, he was like, "Oh shit, this motherfucker's a Nick." Just go down the line. Brunson, all these guys that came in and really, really made noise. You know what I'm saying? They kind of just came through seamlessly. Alec Burke is not on that vibe. And what's amazing to me is that the Knicks went and got Shake Milton. Like we already have enough guards, so why did we get Shake Milton? Because the Knicks probably see the same thing that we're seeing. The numbers don't lie, like you mentioned, the 100 possessions and all that. But there's a vibe happening in the game that he just does not fit the vibe that's going on with the Knicks right now. He's lost. He looks lost. So it would be interesting to see if Alec Burks gets cut. What do you think about that? Do you think it's going to be to that level?
No, yo, if he get cut, bro, yo, because I'm going to stat moves right now. Yo, if he get cut, matter of fact, I'll go to it on the computer. If he get cut, why did you trade Quentin Grimes?
Yeah.
Because Bojan is not enough for me to trade Quentin Grimes. That's pointless. That's actually like borderline stupid. And like, if you want me to be really honest with you, matter of fact, let me go to
But
statmoves.com. It's
Bojan is a
borderline
20.
stupid. You
Nah,
come
I mean,
on now.
the dude is an elite shooter though, man. Bojan. He's older and stuff, but he brings something that we don't have. Confident. Somebody that can actually score the ball without being, because I mean, this guy did it to himself, Quentin Grimes, just not bringing it every night. He had the opportunity as a starter for the Knicks, and he was getting minutes in the rotation. He was never taken out the rotation. He had every opportunity to produce, and he allowed other guys to come on the team and take a spot from him. You know.
Yo, true, but see, now here's when I start asking you tough questions, and I'm gonna continue to keep posting Alec Burks. Like this is 2-6 with Alec Burks this season. Now here's when I keep asking you questions about Alec Burks.
Yeah.
Quentin Grimes was untouchable for Donovan Mitchell. You trade him for worse basketball players to get this
Yeah.
at the All-Star break? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I
Come
feel
on,
you.
bro. And then what makes it crazy about Quentin Grimes being untouchable, what blows my mind the most is I did not want to trade RJ. I told you I didn't want to trade him for Donovan Mitchell. You traded him for OG Anunoby, who got elbowitis, who's a worse player than Donovan Mitchell. Yo, Leon Rose is on fraud watch, man. He on fraud watch, man.
Yeah, you can say that, but the Knicks had one of
One
the
game out of
best
the
months
playing
that they
too.
had ever. We had one of the best months we had ever in January. After that trade too. So there's negatives and positives to it. On the surface it looks bad. Because then like this guy Precious came through. He's doing something for us. You know what I'm saying. And then if you add even Evil Dante to the mix, he was part of the trade to Detroit too. So getting him allowed us to get Bogdanovich. So I mean it's like a mix. Like everybody's not going to make it to the end. You know what I'm saying? So I like some of the moves, and just like maybe Alec Burke is having his issues, but the Knicks kept making the moves. They brought Shake Milton in here. I just like the simple fact that the Knicks are at least seeing what we see. We needed 3-point shooting at the forward spot off the bench. Bogdanovich is it right there. You know what I'm saying? So we needed scoring off the bench too for Alec Burks, another ball handler. But the Knicks you can see that they agree with us. So they brought a guy that's basically the same player. Alec Burks and Shake Milton are pretty similar, but just I think the vibe is definitely gonna work a little bit better with Shake here. We just have to see. We just have to see how it plays out.
Very true. Shouts to Bojan Bogdanovic. He's averaging 13.3 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, and 1.1 assists in 7 games for his Knicks career. Shouts to Bojan Bogdanovic. I have no issues with him. I think he's been underwhelming as well. My issue with the whole trade is when Tim sees Alec Burks, he has a brain of a house turtle. He forgets how to coach.
Yeah.
He forgets how to coach. It's like the OG who like he's 66 years old. He gonna go to his old ways. That's why I didn't want Alec Burks here, y'all, at all.
Yeah, I didn't want him either because I mean it just brings that back to the conversation. It takes away from the conversation. So having him here is always going to be back at the head. Here we go. You're going to put Alec Burks out there now. You know what I'm saying? So definitely wanted to stay away from something like that. But he's here. But we have to see what we're going to do next with that.
Very true. So this leads like I got a question for you. And where is my phone? I have a question for you. Do you think Burks and Bojan will play even better once the other guys come back? Or the other guys come back, it would be a negative for said players. We're just talking about Alec Burks and Bojan right now. We'll get to Shake Milton in a few, but just those two specifically.
And that's so loaded, man. That's like that specific conversation. That's a whole pile within itself, because if we get healthy, that pushes everybody back down, So our starting lineup right off the bat, you got Julius, you got OG, you got Hartenstein. What's good, young lady? You got Hartenstein there. You got Brunson and Divincenzo. So once you got to that solid on starting five, then how do you find room for Bogdanovich? How do you find room for these other guys that's on the roster too? So it's a weird situation, man. But just if we keep bringing it back to Tom Thibodeau, if we had a different coach, maybe we have more confidence, in the ability to make the substitutions and game time decisions and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. But we got to see it though. It has to happen fast, man. Before this playoffs get here.
Yo, it has to happen fast. See, my auntie Kim, she just pulled up on me. Obviously, I know you seen it.
Yeah, that's
She
beautiful young lady.
So Yao is my African name. I was born on a Thursday. You probably hear her call me Yao at least one more time. I'm sorry. You got Auntie. What I will say is, it is a move for the playoffs. It is not a move for now. I'm not judging the wins off wins and losses right now. I don't even care that they're one game out of the play-in. What I do care about is how are these players playing now? Wow, they're playing in this rotation, and how is Tibbs coaching?
Right.
I watched Josh Hart last game play 47 minutes. It was 47?
He's been playing crazy though, man. He's been playing out of his fucking mind, man. Super hard.
47 minutes though?
Yeah. That's too much for a guy like him because he had 18 rebounds too, man. So he's literally playing his heart out. Somebody like that playing 47 minutes a night, that's gonna burn him out. He's gonna end up being hurt too. Somebody like Josh Hart, you put him out there for like that 28 minutes, 25 minutes, he's gonna give you all that he got. Just enough for you to put the starter in. You know what I'm saying? So they can finish the job. You know what I'm saying? So
not crazy. 47, bro.
Yeah.
47 is 47 is so blasphemous. And what's up, Carlo? 47 is so blasphemous. Appreciate you. 47 is so blasphemous for a guy like Josh Hart because he's never supposed to play 47 minutes. I don't care what nobody says.
Right.
Never. So when Josh Hart plays 47 minutes and you get a guy like Shake Milton a couple of days later, what do you think of that?
I think there's something going on here. Something definitely going on here. The Knicks want to see it. I think they brought him in here just so they could prove what they already think. So as soon as he come in here, they'll let the offense run. If everything runs smoother with him in the offense, then they'll know right away that the issue has to do with Alec Burks. You know, so
Yes. What's crazy about Shake Milton, right? Very underwhelming, disgusting stats. He's shooting 40% from the field and he's shooting 28% from three. Um, the only positive I can spend from this is we need more help. Uh,
yeah.
that's the only thing I got. We need more help. We need more help, man. We definitely need more help. Shout out to the chat too, man. A lot of people saying Knicks are nice. Yo, I haven't seen you in so long. Like I'm seeing some of these names. It's
You know that's
crazy.
Pudge, right? Knicks so nice. That's
Yes,
Pudge. Yeah.
yes. Shout outs to all of you guys. Shout outs to Leon Rose. Leon Rose is a fraud watch for me, man. He's a fraud watch for me, man.
But you don't think that Leon Rose is the executive of the year too?
Depending on what happens in the playoffs,
Okay.
I need to see what happens. He's we're 2-6 with Alec Burks. I'm not going to mention Bojan because I got a narrative against Alec Burks. I think Alec Burks sucks.
Yeah.
We're 2-6 with him, right? And it's kind of looking bad. RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly, on the other hand, is putting up career highs. RJ shooting 55% from the field when putting on a Raptors jersey. That's very alarming for me, champ. No matter how you slice it. 55% from the field from RJ Barrett.
What do you
And
think that
OG
is, though?
and
Why do you think that
Anunoby.
is?
System. Something that I've been fighting with you for years. I've been telling you about the system. I've been told you like I don't like the weight. No, it's not even the system. No, it is the system a little bit. RJ don't fit with Randall and Tibbs' system.
Right.
That's what it is. To be exact. To
What was
be
that
exact.
European's name, man? Remember that European dude that we had that everybody said was trash? He was on one of our worst starting lineups ever, man. When we had Lou Almerson and them guys.
Brent Ultra.
I can't think of his name, but he's a Russian cat. So anyway, like when he was here in America, he didn't really play well. He didn't play well for the Knicks. He was shooting threes, hitting the side of the backboard, and all that type of stuff. But then when he went back home, he became one of the greatest shooting guards in European history. You know what I'm saying? So he made big time money compared to Europe. You know what I'm saying? So my thing with RJ, maybe him going to Canada, back to Canada, got his confidence up to be back home on his home soil. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's something because even like a guy like what's the other dude that we had recently that dunked on Giannis that everybody was talking about recently. A European dude that we had gotten. Yeah, you muted yourself, but I can't remember what money's name was. But
I can't. I can't even think of his name right now.
yeah,
I
but
can't.
he dunked on Giannis. I think he had like a little thing with LeBron. Yeah, Alexi Shved.
Oh,
Remember Alexi Shved?
Maria Zonia.
Yeah, Hazonia is the one I'm talking about now. But the other person I was talking about was Shved. The
Okay.
Alexi Shved. Yeah, he went on to be one of the best shooting guards in Europe. Once he went back home, he never came back to the NBA. He didn't need to. He was making like $10 million a year, that type of thing, which is a lot for Europe. But the same guy, yeah, his owner, he was in the NBA. He said that coming to the Knicks was like the worst thing that he ever did for his career. So he was glad to get out that contract. That way he can go back home. So he can do what he does. And when over there in Europe, he's playing like an all-star. He's playing like an all-world kind of player, because he's back, in his familiar territory, in his comfort zone and stuff. So I think just RJ being over there with those freaky dicky Canadians up there, I think that made him a little bit more comfortable, I think.
Yo, get him away from Tibbs, man. That's all it
Yeah,
is for
Tips
me.
too.
Tibbs is the culprit.
Yeah.
Tibbs,
Yeah, how do you play with a dude like that, man? So I play ball. I never played on a high level or something, but like having like a coach like that, just like a hard ass is never happy. Always cursing and all. Like every time you shoot the shot, you're gonna hear him running back on defense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how you can work around a dude like that.
Tibbs is Tibbs. No, I could work with a coach like Tibbs. I can play for Tibbs. That's a fact. Because me, I want a coach who he wants things rigid, a certain way, so I know what to work on. I know what I'm coming with when I'm going to practice, like each and every night, and I know what he expects from me each and every night. So
Right.
I wouldn't mind a coach like Tibbs. Because if you're not cursing at me, I'm a grown, I'm a grown ass 27-year-old, $100+ million millionaire. Bro, you have to curse, bro. Get the fuck over there. And blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. I think that's how
Unless you're
I
PJ
like that
Carlissimo.
already. Go ahead.
Unless you're PJ Carlissimo. Shout out to Latrell Sprewell. You know, PJ, the story finally came out. I don't know if you saw the pod. They would
Yo, I definitely see. You know, I seen that. You
yeah,
know, I seen that. Who said it? Who said that story? Brian Shaw.
yeah,
It
Brian
was
Shaw. Yeah,
somebody.
yeah, Brian Shaw. He finally told the story, so everybody always wondered, you know, but they got hushed. You know, the police made them not say nothing. I bet you the NBA gave them a gag order too. So I mean, finally it coming out that you know PJ Carlissimo, like you say, he just came from college or whatever. So you could curse out a kid, but in the NBA you can't treat like a grown man like a little kid. You know, that's the same thing like we were talking earlier about the being respectful online with this whole internet stuff. You know, so you just gotta navigate a little bit better, man. So you know,
Yo, I'm trying, man. I try to. You know what I try to do now when it comes to like even random abbies and just people in general.
yeah.
Whenever they try to say like, "Oh, you're stupid," this, that, third, I tell them thank you.
Yeah, and please subscribe to to my podcast. Blah, 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 you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Send them
yeah,
the link
yeah,
to the merch and stuff like that. Because people
yeah.
that do
That's a
that,
fact.
they're the ones that be buying all the stuff. You know.
Yeah, I know. Greetings
No
from
doubt.
ATL. Appreciate you, man. I was in ATL last year. I'm definitely going to ATL in May. My cousin graduation and stuff like that. So shouts to ATL, man. I appreciate you.
I'm going to ATL
Uh,
in May too.
yeah,
Like May. I think the 18th. I'm going.
I love ATL. It's
Yeah.
not like New Orleans for me though. I'm gonna be honest. New Orleans, I love New Orleans. New Orleans is me being from New York, Harlem.
Yeah.
New Orleans is probably the I love that city. I love it more than Miami. The
Yeah.
food is perfect. Everything is perfect in New Orleans. It's like everything balances itself out for me
But I heard it
personally.
smells like shit over there by the port and stuff. It smells like vomit over there. That's what
I
everybody
wasn't about to,
says.
I wasn't about to ports and all of that. I wasn't
Okay.
about to ports and all of that. Not me. Uh, are we gonna finally Fulio be cloud chasing? Oh my God, Knicks are nice. Are you gonna finally talk about Shake? Oh my God, he wants us to talk about Shake Milton.
Well,
Oh,
we were on that road though. You know, so like Alec Burks, you know, he's here. So you know,
my.
what's your opinion about Shake?
So Shake, once again, he's averaging 5 points, 1.7 rebounds per game, 1.4 assists in 41 games this season. He's shooting 40% from the field. He's shooting 28% from three. In my opinion, when it comes to Shake, uh, Alec Burks insurance, because Deuce McBride got to play.
Yeah.
He got to play. If I don't see Deuce McBride playing, you're gonna see 2020 stay on next to it. I gotta see Deuce play. I don't. Deuce got to play ahead of Alec Burks and Shake.
Yeah, I'm
So
waiting for my 99 cent James Harden shirt, man. You know what I'm saying from Alec Burks, because
bro,
Shake got his own name, man. He's like 99 cent Jamal Crawford or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because he got some game to him, you know, but he's more like a microwave kind of player. You know, so it's interesting. I don't know what we're gonna get out of him, but I like his personality though. He has a good personality. I was like doing research, you know, doing interviews and stuff like that, listening to him talk. You know, he has like a decent personality. You know, Alec Burke is kind of like, you know, he doesn't really he keeps to himself. He doesn't really talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I wonder if you know, just like, you know, personality wise, I wonder if he would fit a little bit better.
yo, is that just? I thought that was only me.
What's
When
that?
you get a new Knicks player, you instantly go like to the interviews. You see what kind of person they are. You go to their pre-draft. You see what how they talk and stuff like that. That's cool. I like that. I thought I was the only person that do that. That's
Yeah,
mad
definitely,
cool.
man. I want to see if they like chicks. You know, I want to see what kind of chicks they like. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. You know, I want to know all that stuff, man. Because you find a lot
Yo,
about people, man. You know, see, watching somebody and then like seeing what kind of women they choose and how they are around children, that type of stuff. You can find a lot about people, man. You know.
yo, shout out to my cousin, man. He walking past. Shout out to Jim Jones too, man. He always like deliver these bottles. Shout out to Jay. Jim Jones always deliver these bottles. Shout out to Jim Jones Capo to the family liquor store, man, Fred Wines and Liquor. So I appreciate Jim Jones. And also one more thing. Shout out to my guy Bell Chaz. Shout out to Foster Projects. Everybody in Foster Projects, Bell Chaz. I definitely have this Bell Chaz Kingdom hoodie and one. This is you're not gonna get this. You try to find this, you ain't finding this. I promise you, you're not finding this.
Yeah, that's history
Kingdom,
right there.
the Kingdom right there, man. So shout out to Bell Chat. Uh, like New York sports, bro. New York sports, just including
I
the
see. You,
Knicks.
did you finish writing it? I saw you was writing a Alimo article.
Oh yeah, yo, Ali Mo. I didn't finish. I actually would love to show y'all the Substack now. I didn't finish the Alimo article, honestly. Shouts to Substack, man. Something that I've been messing with. My last article was the Hispanic Jordan from the hood. I was talking about Felipe Lopez. Shouts to all the Dominicans in the Knicks community and everywhere. Felipe Lopez is a guy that I knew since I was younger. Very great. Another article, and I definitely want to tell you this about. Talk to you about this was hold on, damn, sheesh, you're moving too fast, my guy. You're moving too fast. I'm trying to get to this specific article, but I wrote an article on New York drug kingpins, right?
Yeah,
And shouts to Carlton Duncan Hines, RP, right? God bless his soul,
yeah.
RP to him. Shouts to Pee Wee Kirkland too. Pee Wee, shouts to Pee Wee. Carlton Duncan Hines' son actually wrote me
Mm.
on Twitter. Said, I read your Substack. I love what you wrote. I love what you're doing. Sometimes you get everything wrong, and Jesus Christ. Sometimes you get stuff wrong, and he told me the specific things that I got wrong because my information is coming from documentaries. I'm reading articles and stuff like that. But shouts to Carlton, Hans son, man. I definitely sent them some merch. I sent them a nice hoodie in the mail, man, just to show my appreciation to him. But I just want to write about New York sports in general. I feel like it's way more than just Knicks basketball
Yeah.
that I feel like certain Knicks fans need to see. Ali Mo, I'm definitely gonna finish with that tonight.
Yeah, it's the Mecca. They call it the Mecca for a reason. People think they call it the Mecca because of the Knicks and because of the NBA. Like when people say that, they really just don't get it. They don't get that whole thing. Same thing with hip hop too. People talk about hip hop and rap and stuff like that, but they don't really get it because it's more than just like rap and New York, Brooklyn, Jay Z, Bronx, and stuff like that. That's not what it's about. There's five elements to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? People, I'm not even gonna get into it, but people, when you tell people there's five elements to hip hop, they be like, "What the fuck you talking about?" And that's the problem right there. It's the same thing with the basketball in New York. Do you know how many courts are in New York? Coming up when like even like early 2000s, mid 2000s, like you can get a game of basketball anywhere in the city, anywhere. Because there's a court literally on almost every block in New York City, and that's not even an exaggeration. So that's what makes New York the mecca. You could literally go to Williamsburg and actually ball with some Jewish cats, and they will bust your ass.
It's a
You could
fact.
go to Flushing Main Street, and the Asian motherfuckers over there smoking Newports. While they laying you up. You know what I'm saying? So this old the basketball is a New York City game. It's a city game, but it's a mecca for a reason, man. So I applaud you. Taking on that task. To write and try to show fans the different side of New York or whatever, maybe stuff that they might not have known. That's good you're doing that.
Yeah, man. It's difficult, man, being a next content creator. A lot of people don't understand like the mental ground of certain things where you gotta come up with topics. you're up randomly 2 some in the morning. You gotta work 6 in the morning. people, yo,
Shit,
people are
4 o'clock in the morning. I was at work at 4 o'clock this morning, man. Crazy. Like I'm out here working like I'm trying to get my freedom or something like that, man. But at the same time, you got your goals and you have things that you love to do. I love to talk on this mic. You can see that. I love it. I love this podcast and stuff, man. So, and I wish I could do it more, but you got to be careful what you say because I also need bread too. So that's the reason why I'm working so hard. The podcasting thing, like you said, we could be so creative and stuff like that. People expect things of you too as you go along. But it's definitely you're not gonna get rich doing it, unless you just keep working, and hopefully things will work out that way. But
Yeah,
it's
that's a
definitely
fact, man.
yeah,
You gotta keep pushing, man. You gotta keep
yeah, it's a
grinding,
grind,
man.
big time grind.
It's a mental grind as well. I also want to shout out a particular person. Shout outs to Mama Randall. So Mama Julius Randall, me and her talk a lot. She's my OG.
Okay,
That's how close we are right now. That's my OG. We've been talking, and she always send me something like she's such a wonderful person, and it kind of like gives me like insight of who the person Julius Randle is, and like this is why I have not slandered Randle in like a minute, because it like is such a beautiful person. Church, God willing, Lord willing. Shout out to Julius Randle. I hope he come back healthy. I didn't send all of the merch. Shout out to Miss Kendra Randall. She blocked me on Twitter.
you deserve that shit though. You deserve getting blocked by Kendra though, man. You know what you did. You know what I'm saying? You deserve getting blocked by her.
Hey,
But let me say this though, man.
uh,
Like isn't Julius like a good dude though? Like aside
yeah,
aside from him like being like bone, brain dead sometimes, on the court. The spin move, remember the spin move and him losing his temper and stuff like that. But I bring all that to inexperience and passion, But outside of that, like he is a good dude. Like if I want somebody to follow, like want my kids to follow somebody, I could point to a lot of Knicks that we have that's on the roster. I could point to them and say, listen, follow this dude, follow this guy. Julius Randle's definitely one of them. He's always with his family, bro. He's always with his wife. He's always with his kids. You never see him nowhere without his family. And if he is somewhere without his family, you can see that his dress shows everything too. Sometimes when guys are out doing their thing, you can see it in the way with the way they're dressed. When he goes out on these business trips or whatever, he looks reserved. He looks like he's not ready to turn up. He looks like I'm just dressed just to be here, and I can't wait to get back to the crib with my family and stuff like that. So he's
absolutely,
dope, man. He's definitely dope.
absolutely. I want to ask you a question. I want to throw this at you, and I felt like it was a good point. I'm gonna see if I could get this actually up here and try to get on my prime Eru my prime Eru shit right now. Um, it was a take on first take, and Shannon Sharp and Shannon Sharp was talking to Stephen A. Smith, and he was talking about how the person who is the face of a franchise or the face of the league, they're usually like a family man. They're usually married. They're usually like reserved. You don't see them drinking and stuff like that. You think this is some truth to that a little bit?
As
Like
far as
as far
face
as
of the
like
league,
being the face of a franchise or being the face of the NBA, like in general.
yeah, I agree with that. Shout out to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. They saved the NBA because the NBA was about to be bankrupt without those two guys. And it has nothing to do with the game. It has everything to do with their personality and everything else that they brought to the table. Magic Johnson was super confident. He got the smile. The flashy game. He's tall, handsome, and stuff like that. Everybody knew. Magic Johnson. That's like the illest porn name that never was. You know what I'm saying? But everybody knew that doing his thing with the ladies too. So he was exciting. But the polar opposite, you got Larry Bird on the other side too. So, he was everything else. The shooting, the grimy, dude from Saint Lick. You know what I'm saying? Get trash talk with the black boys and stuff like that. So it was like an exciting thing. So I mean, just like even Michael Jordan too. Like his branding with the Gatorade. Sometimes I dream that he is all that stuff, that marketable stuff, man. That's definitely what it's all about when it comes to the NBA. It's funny that you bring it up because like if once LeBron leaves, who's gonna be that dude? People talk about superstars in the NBA. That Brunson's not a superstar, Julius not a superstar, but they put guys like Tatum and these guys up there. But if LeBron is gone, who is that guy? You know?
I don't know. I don't view Tatum in that light. I don't view none of those guys in that light. Matter of fact, let me play a little bit of Shannon Sharp here, who actually have an opinion himself about it. Let's play it.
So the audio's not playing. You when you share it, you have to make sure that you got to share it like as a screen, not as like not as the screen, but you got to share it as a tab, in order to get the audio going.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm getting used to it.
yeah. I do the same thing. I keep forgetting because sometimes I like to share the screen, that way I can maneuver around and stuff. But like if you want the audio, you got to share it just
Mhm.
the tab. You know what I'm saying? It gives you the
and,
option to share the tab.
and the reason why I brought up the whole family man thing,
Mhm.
getting to the next guy was Jalen Brunson. When you see the two best players on the team, both of those guys married. These guys, family men. These guys don't really go out a lot. You're watching Jalen Brunson. He was on the Jimmy Kimmel show. He's trying to be a star. Shouts to my guy Jay from Florida. Uh, I think that kind of matters, specifically with the New York Knicks, not with no other team. I don't think that matters with other teams. With the Knicks, though, if you got people like my fault for motion detector, whatever. If you got people who are the face of your franchise for the New York Knicks, you absolutely have to be clean. When I say clean, you gotta have a clean like blemish, no blemishes on your record, no DUIs, nothing. Patrick Ewing, I'm a younger Knick fan than you. Yes, nothing I can't even Google him and see something on his record. I think that matters as far as like being a Knicks leader or one of the leaders for the Knicks. How you feel about that? And as far as like Julius Randle and Brunson and just Brunson in particular.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out to Isaiah Thomas. That's your boy, Isaiah Thomas, right? As when Isaiah was here, he was just like, all right, let me just take this and just hit it, throw it against the wall, and whatever sticks, that's the. I'm gonna go get that guy. I'm gonna get that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Jalen, what's his name? Uh, from the Fab Five, Jalen,
Jalen Rose.
yes, Jalen Rose. Shout out to Jalen Rose. He's a great player, but he's not the best person, really. He's kind of like a jerk, kind of. But we went and got him. Shout out to Eddie Curry. You know what I'm saying? He only had one hand, and then he had all of those problems off the court. And conditioning problems and confidence and all bunch of stuff, money problems and stuff. You can go down the line. Shout out
Yo,
to
yo, wait, real quick on Eddie Curry. You seen Eddie Curry on Vlad TV?
is it there's a recent one or an older one?
I think it's recent. Yo, he was talking about a story where they robbed his crib and James Dolan and them had to come in. Or yo, the Knicks show back
Yeah,
in the day.
not just back in the days. Because I heard Kristaps did some shit too. They had to go save him.
Oh, I heard, yo, I heard it was multiple offenses that
Yeah,
will probably never come out, and he better thank the Lord that he was drafted to the Knicks.
yeah.
That's what I would say. Like if he was in like one of those OKC and all of those things, oh yeah. Matter of fact, the best example, Josh Giddey. If Josh Giddey was a Knick, that would have never came out.
Word up.
None of that would have never came out. I- Are you?
But who do you give credit to that to though? A lot of people don't like this person. Who do you give credit to that? Dolan, right? You got to give Dolan credit. Dolan
No,
takes care of his people, man.
I never been a person who hated Dolan though. Like I never, I always give Dolan his props and stuff.
No, I mean, just in general, like a lot of people hate Dolan for XYZ, you know what I'm saying, which he deserves it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But that's another side to to Dolan that people, kind of disregard, you know. Yeah, yes, he likes his executives, he keeps going back to them and stuff like that. But there's other things that he's done that goes without, that just kind of gets swept under because people, don't like him that much, you know.
yeah. I don't understand why don't people like him that much. I've always been confused about that.
I don't know, man. That Charles Oakley situation, the Spike Lee situation,
Charles
you know,
Oakley deserved it though.
I know, but you say that around the right person, man. We're gonna be in a freaking fight for your life. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Spike. Like, oh, Spike, all that money he spent. Yeah, but like that. People only think about the money he spent. Oh, one of the greatest Knicks. Look what they did to Charles Oakley. What did they do to Charles Oakley? Charles
Spike,
Oakley is an asshole, man. You
I
know?
love Spike. There is a picture right now on Twitter with Spike on his knees behind Steph Curry taking a picture. At some point where it's like Spike cool. Shouts to Cameron and Mace with the it is what it is, but like they said it best. Like Spike ain't no bro. like
Yeah, I say it all the time, man. You've done more for the Knicks fan base than Spike Lee has. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I've done more for the fan base than Spike Lee has. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MBK, shout out to the Omni fan, shout out to Knicks fan TV, whoever you want to say. Now Morning Brew Sports. All these guys have done more for the Knicks than for Knicks fans than Spike Lee has. But why is Spike Lee regarded as like this great Knicks fan? You know, he has the ability to make big parties. Like he did that Michael Jackson block party, the Prince stuff. He does good shows. He can put together stuff. He's a celebrity. He has the influence, So how come he's never used that influence to bring Knicks fans together? So I mean, I'm saying that hopefully he's watching, you know what I'm saying? That somebody can tap on the shoulder, say, listen, these guys are right, you know? How easy is it for Spike Lee to do that though? To just get together.
that's a fact, yo. That's a fact, yo. Even Spike Lee, legendary, bro.
Yeah,
Legendary.
he's
I
certified.
think I think he directed Tales from the Hood. If I'm not mistaken, one of the best childhood horror movies I've ever seen. I think he
He has some
directed that.
bangers, man. He has some really good, thought provoking movies and stuff, man. You can just go down the line. He got game,
Absolutely.
good movie.
Absolutely. I think you know what the issue is, and shouts to Anthony MSG. I hope this opens a lot of doors. This is why, like, when he pull up to the liquor store, like, I hope this opens a lot of doors. I think people need to be more tangible. When I say tangible, like, I need to be able to like shake hands with you way more. Uh, Shout outs to MSG. I think they're becoming more receptive to it, because they see how the internet and how Knicks content is booming right now. But it needs to be more of that. As far as like Spike Lee is concerned, uh, you're right. Uh, I see a guy who's been a Knicks fan for 20 plus, 30 plus years, and he's celebrated because he gets front row seats.
Right.
Do I have to celebrate him for that? Or do I have to like say he's the best Knicks fan ever because he's seen Reggie Miller do this around his neck, and it's like certain things for me where like like I like I love Spike Lee, man. I hope Spike Lee. I'll be watching too, so he can be more tangible. Like you got to be more tangible, and
Shout,
I don't want
shout
to be
out.
one.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man. But I was looking at Paris Douglas. See Paris Douglas comment there? It's at the end. You muted yourself.
Oh my God, the comments is booming. I haven't gotten to half of these comments. Um,
But Parrish Duggar, he says not true. He says Spike Lee fought Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Reggie Miller, and most important, he said that every game, no matter what, how bad we were, he was at every game. Yeah, that's the quote there. But listen, that's the same thing. He had the money to be there on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? So like let's say if I had hit the lottery at that time, and I was able to get like courtside tickets, would I be a bigger fan than Spike Lee? You know what I'm saying? Because I could afford to be at the sideline to at every game. Because like Knicks fan, just because you can afford a ticket doesn't mean you're a better Knicks fan than somebody that can't afford a ticket. When I was coming up, a teenager and stuff like that, I didn't have no money. I'm a teenager, but I was a big time Knicks fan. I watch every single game. So watching every single game and another thing too, not being able to afford to go to a game is like that doesn't make a fan better than a Knicks fan.
yeah, I strongly agree with that. I
Right.
strongly agree with that. So like that's why I want when people yo, there was on Twitter Spaces, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm just thinking about Twitter Spaces and stuff like that. And there was people on Twitter Spaces like, yeah, yo, I do a lot for the Knicks community. I do a lot. I do this. I do that. And I'm in my back of my mind. I'm just thinking. I'm just sitting there. Do you send out free stuff? Do you set up and write articles? Do you upload anything? Or
Do
do
you
you just post pictures in Madison Square Garden?
right? Do you devote your time on this earth, this precious, to this franchise like that?
So like
Without
when I
without expecting anything in return. You're just doing it for the straight love.
yes, yeah, without I don't expect nothing in return. And when I came into this game, like it wasn't for no money, but this was something that I actually love and enjoy doing.
Right.
I think a lot of people, um, after trying to expose me as a fake fan, they got exposed. The only thing you did was make me more popular because people see right through other people, right?
Yeah.
And if you're not sending out merch, if you're not helping out people, if you're not giving nobody a platform to speak, if you're not doing this, that, and the third, then what are you doing?
Right.
You're just chirping.
Yeah, definitely. People see right through, like you said. Like people, there's quite a few people on I noticed on Twitter and even on YouTube and stuff too that they're using the Knicks as a way to troll other people to bring attention to themselves. And people see that right away, and that's the reason why I keep bringing them up. But the Morning Brew Sport, Brew Crew, the reason why people fuck with them because they came through with love off the rip, and people could see what's genuine about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people mess with them. But these other people that are leading with the negativity say, "Oh, I'm gonna wrap you up and I'm gonna pack you up and all this other stuff." All that stuff is not gonna. It's not gonna. You'll get followers because people like to see that battle rap shit. But when it comes to like genuine like fans that's gonna be around forever, they'll never forget you. That type of stuff. We will support you. You're gonna get better results. Doing it the right way.
Yo, Ero, I swear to God, when they shared my stuff on Facebook and all of that, share my pictures and say, "Oh, this guy is this, that, and third." I swear to God, Ero, I got over 100 pictures in my Twitter DM right now of various Nick fans committing crimes. To the point where I told my man D on Twitter, I said, "Yo, D, I don't even want to do the court stuff no more, bro. I don't even because if I send these pictures out, now dude's gonna be like, all right, you hate it."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When people started with me, Eru. I didn't start with them. I didn't come on that internet website and share people's stuff. I wouldn't go to your Facebook and shit. They started with me, so that's what happens, man. Now you get exposed and you don't have an like what are you doing? Are you making Knicks pods? Are you selling? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why it was interesting to me. Yo, this chat is booming right now, Hero. That
Shout
these
out to the
guys,
chat, man. Everybody's up in there hanging out.
yo, shouts to y'all, man. I haven't seen y'all guys in years, bro. Almighty Finesse, John
We got
Stevens, man, I love New York.
Joe
Um,
Curry in the place too, man. A lot of guys, man,
yo,
hanging out.
oh, yo, Joe Curry, shouts to you, my God. Appreciate you, man. I didn't want to trade Grimes, including only Flynn and Fournier. That to me is why we aren't at the pace we should be at. Me personally, if you trade Grimes, you trade him for DeJounte Murray. You trade like all of this Alec Burks nonsense and Bojan. All you had to literally do was trade them for DeJounte Murray.
But Johnson Murray wasn't traded. So what's the rebuttal with that?
So the
Because he was
rebuttal
rumored to
to
go to
that
other
is
teams. You know.
so the rebuttal to that is you need to shut the fuck up and fan and wait till the summer, and then we're gonna talk about how the Knicks uh should have never made that trade. You
Yeah.
gonna say now it's a hope and a prayer because
True.
Randall's hurt, OG's hurt. Uh, what's this? What's the other guy name? iHeart, who's been playing tremendously well. Matter of fact, would love to show the people iHeart stats. Let's go back to stat news because he's been playing super well. Um, Isaiah Hartenstein, but Isaiah Hartenstein, from what I've been seeing on like Twitter, Instagram, and stuff like that, he has a Achilles issue, bro. And when you have an Achilles issue under Tom Thibodeau, knowing and he knows you're like healthy, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Especially when Mitchell Robinson's out. Uh, how do you feel about iHeart? And what do you think about him this offseason? Because we already done traded Evan Fournier. But in my estimation, even if the Knicks go into this offseason and you probably only have Bojan, I don't think they have any cap space because of iHeart and OG and Anobi's cap holds.
Right.
So what would you do at iHeart, right? Uh, I know you hate Mitchell Robinson. I love Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, how do you feel about Mitch, man? Do you miss Mitch?
I miss him now because we need the health. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I bet you do,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah, I bet you.
But the real argument that I have about Mitch mostly is because people cap for him so hard, that he's
Mhm.
this, he's that, he's that, but the numbers don't agree with that. People have like a thought process of what they think Mitch is, or what somebody like Mitch means to you personally. You know what I'm saying? But for real, he's not that guy. Like you can't give him the like say like iHeart. It's not like we're giving iHeart the ball and telling him to score. But the thing is that sometimes iHeart could put the ball on the floor and get a layup. Sometimes he can get the rebound and get a nice hook shot. Sometimes he got that floater going. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sometimes he can make that crazy pass, or that thread the needle pass or whatever, or interior pass. Little things like that he can do. He can actually bring the ball up. He can move the ball around, that type of thing. But Mitchell Robinson, he just gets right underneath the basket and stands there for the most part. The Knicks don't run pick and roll because that's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, every time Mitchell Robinson gets the ball at any point, he's looking to give it back to Julius or somebody. He can't contribute. So that's my argument. But not saying that he's like trash. He's not trash. It's just that he just doesn't really bring a lot to the table. But when I say stuff like that, people still want to argue about his defense, and I get it. But the dude can't make free throws, fam. Like you can't play Mitchell Robinson 40 minutes for like like on purpose because like he cannot make free throws. If he gets fouled, they can start playing hack a Mitch and whatever. He's shooting like what, like 30 something percent from the free throw line or whatever he was shooting. Like that's atrocious. Somebody like that should not be playing at all. So but it is what it is. But regardless of what I'm saying there, like Mitchell Robinson, 15 minutes off the bench is fantastic. Him playing, what he does and what he brings, 15 minutes off the bench, playing hard, rebounding, and doing what he does, that's fantastic, I think.
Um, yeah, I love Mitchell Robinson, yo. I love Mitch, yo. Mitch is my guy, yo. Ebro, you know Mitch, my guy, yo.
Yeah, I know we argue so much about Mitch Robinson, man, but
Yo, we didn't had bad arguments about Mitch. Yo, chat. I'm telling you right now, Mitch is very testy debate.
because
Cause Mitch, go ahead, my bad.
nah, I keep doing it, but it has to do with what you feel about him, right? You know what he
Mm,
represents to you, right?
it- it's it's that it's I watched him get drafted here. He's second in the Knicks franchise history in blocks total. His point guard was Alfred Payton. I hate Alfred Payton guts. I think he stinks. Um, one of his coaches was David Fizdale. Like he was subjected to the same BS that Randall was subjected to. So why not? So why not give him that leisure? But people give Julius Randle the leisure. I love Randall. But Mitchell Robinson is also a part of what we doing.
Right.
That's just me. And what I told you, Eru, I said, yo, for years, I said, you asked me, you said, what would you pay Mitchell Robinson? I always said to you, 15 million minimum. I said you fit, and what you say to me? Yo, what? His offense. It's fucking offense. His offense. His offense. And what I say right back to you. Well, motherfucker, his point guard Alfred Payton. I don't know what you mean.
That was a spin. That was the spin when it
that,
came.
that was the spin.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But now I feel like we he has one of the best contracts in the NBA. He's a top 5 shot blocker in the NBA. He could guard 1 through 5. He's the best offensive rebounder in the NBA. He's one of the best defensive rebounders in the NBA. He has one of the highest plus minuses in the NBA within the past 5 years. I, I, I think we're missing something. And the big German, Hart, I love Hart. So it's like, you know, but you
Yeah. you know, I get it. I definitely get it. But here's the thing with Mitch Robinson. You mentioned the contract and stuff like that. He has a nice descending contract, but it would be nice if he actually played the contract. You know what I'm saying? Like right now he's injury prone. Like the first year when we went to Atlanta, he didn't play for a long time, and it was actually Nerlens Noel that was putting his life on the line every single night. Playing defense and stuff like that. Now it's iHeart. iHeart is the one putting his life on the line. Even Mitch Robinson got hurt last year too. Also, Paris Duggar, man, I'm not letting you off the hook, man. I know you're a big time supporter of the pods and stuff out there, but he mentioned that something about Mitchell Robinson just now, saying that he single handedly beat Cleveland, which is true. He bust Cleveland's ass, but what happened against Miami?
so 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 Cleveland, so I can like kind of like agree with him. I fucking hate Mitch. With Mitch is like RJ. Either you love him or you fucking hate his guts, bro. Like it's no in between.
Yeah, he's
As far as very the playoffs, Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart. Without those 4, we don't get out the first round. In the second round, Mitchell Robinson got schemed out of that playoffs. He didn't play bad at all, in my opinion. He got schemed out of that playoff series. Like
that's a nice way of saying that he was trash. That's a nice way of saying that he
was trash.
That's a very polite way that he was schemed out of it.
Eric Spoelstra had played. Eric Spoelstra was so smart because he kept having Mitchell Robinson come to the top of the key to the 3-point line and running pick and rolls at the top of the key. We all know what is Mitchell Robinson's weakness. Everybody knows it. Defending in space a little bit, right? We gotta get that. He could guard 1-on-1, but in space, and it's an action, and it's a guard, he's gonna have an issue.
Well, not just guard. This guy Bam Adebayo, he can't handle Bam Adebayo.
Oh my god! But it's
Bam Adebayo was busting his ass, man. Like legit.
Eric Spoelstra though. What you want me to do when Eric Spoelstra got Mitchell Robinson guarding the 3-point line, and Tom Thibodeau got the brain of a house turtle? I've been told you this.
You could say that, but you have to give the blame back to Mitchell Robinson because Mitchell Robinson is the one playing. So regardless if they schemed him or whatever, they schemed him because he has flaws in his games that can be taken advantage of,
That's
and
not
that's the
fair.
reason why.
That's not fair, yo.
Yes, it is. If you can say he was schemed out the game, then you have to say it the full way. He was schemed out the game because he has flaws to his game that could be taken advantage of.
Yo,
But
that's
that's you could say that whatever but that's why we
mhm.
have an iHeart because let's say against Cleveland he destroyed Cleveland. Like we would not like I said Paris said we would not get out the first round without Mitchell Robinson. He embarrassed them to the point where they said it themselves that Mitchell Robinson embarrassed them. But the second round now we have the Knicks have to scheme Miami. Mitchell Robinson, okay, listen, you did great in that first series, but now you got to fall back. We got to let this other. We got to approach it different because we're playing against Miami. Miami didn't even have a center. They were playing super small and they were shooting a bunch of threes. So Mitchell Robinson, he should have sat out that second round. And we should have schemed it a little bit better. The beauty about it now, once we get healthy, if we can ever get healthy now, man, like that we will be prepared for most matchups now. So now let's say like we have the luxury now of sitting Mitch. Okay, Mitch played 30 minutes this series, but the next series he's gonna play 10 minutes per game. Because we're gonna know, what we're gonna do? We're gonna put Bogdan at the four. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have OG out there. We're gonna have Julius at the center to match this team. I'm just throwing it out there, but I'm saying we have the option to do that. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. Shouts to the big German iHeart, man. The big
yeah.
German. I
Mhm.
appreciate yo, iHeart, he's priced himself out off the Knicks show.
Oh man, that's a good
Unless
conversation. Yeah,
unless he wants to take a pay cut, because if I'm iHeart, I'm getting 17 million a year, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Just off of starter production minutes alone, I can't blame iHeart for the production that he's given me the past 2 weeks because of Tom Thibodeau. He's burnt out. It's what is it? March, early March. Tom Thibodeau is coach. Mitchell Robinson's hurt. Precious Achua could do but so much. So I get his lessening of production. But if I'm iHeart, I'm getting 15 million per season, and I'm getting a starting role on a
yeah,
team. I don't know if that's on the Knicks. Me personally, I'm still starting Mitchell Robinson over iHeart. If everybody's 100% healthy, that's just me. I feel like Mitchell Robinson defense is just overwhelming. And I felt like Julius Randle at times this season when he had Mitchell Robinson with him, Julius Randle would take advantage of Mitchell Robinson be down low. So he'll take an ill-advised shot. Oh, I got Mitch down there. He'll hold me down. Or he'll drive to the paint, kick it out. He got two people on. I'm not worried about that. I got Mitchell Robinson down there with me. So I think, yep. It's so much that Mitch brings, man. He brings too much for me, Ebro. Like,
I don't agree. I agree, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I think iHeart
yeah,
did the same thing though, man. iHeart
yeah,
played really, really well. Once he got that starting spot.
yo,
We're
he
talking about
did.
offensive rebounding, blocking shots. How many shots have we seen iHeart block at the rim? Risk his whole body blocking dudes at the rim and that type of stuff. Making these great passes and stuff like that. He's been contributing too. So I mean, we could talk good about one player without messing up the next guy. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm trying not to do that because I mean Mitchell Robinson, like, he does have his positives, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes it to this season at least. That we can hopefully when we get healthy that we can properly utilize them. But that brings it back, puts it right at Tom Thibodeau's doorstep again. And
That's a
you know how
fact.
we feel about him.
Yo, so I got something to say to you. I want to see how you feel about it. Dante Divincenzo is one of the best shooters in New York Knicks history. What do you say to me? What do you say to me?
I think it's a fact. But it's kind of blasphemous because before this he wasn't. He didn't really have. He hasn't had a good career up until this point. Dante Divincenzo. But him coming to the Knicks now, man, he's certified. He's up there with the legends now. Like you talking about Fournier. Fournier, he led the season. Most threes for the Knicks, whatever. But that's a legit stat. You can say, okay, I did that. But Divincenzo's right there with that mix, and he might even surpass that maybe this year. It depends. But But regardless of that, man, he got the numbers, man. He got the numbers on the field, 3-point line. He got the free throw line too. So I mean, he definitely is doing his thing, man.
Yo, I wanna shameless plug. Shout out to my guy D. I got the Big Paza hoodies on the website.
That's what's up.
Good price, great price. Or you could come to me and get the fit because I got another picture, another graphic picture that's now on the website that I got personally that I'm using for myself.
Okay.
That if you want to come to me, so I got the Big Paza hoodies on the website, SNYK website. Dante Divincenzo has been, I think, one of the best revelations of this season. Um, as I as I get to Dante DiVincenzo's stats. The one thing that shows out to me with Dante DiVincenzo is defensively, right? His defense, he doesn't lag. Um, he's been great, man. I'm not gonna lie. So with the New York Knicks, right? And I will add this to the screen with me, my guy Hero. With the New York Knicks, my guy Big Pasa has been averaging 14 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 2.4 assists in 59 games for the New York Knicks this season. Let's do starting minutes with
Yeah.
Dante DiVincenzo, right? He's played 1,518 minutes this season. I want to do starting minutes this season with Dante DiVincenzo. Oh my God, it's still not giving me it. All
Oh,
right.
not minutes, stats, starting stats.
Oh, starting stats. Okay, cool. So I felt like this summer I was like playing around with it, right? And I kept saying, yo, would Dante DiVincenzo guard Damian Lillard? Would Dante DiVincenzo guard Markel Fultz? Would he guard these guys in playoff series and this, that, and the third? And shouts to Big Pasa. He's averaging 16.7 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists in 41 games at the start of the season. And Dante DiVincenzo has also been a great shooter this season too, right? So let's put in 3-point percentage as far as Dante DiVincenzo is concerned. He's shooting 41% from three downtown this season. He signed for 4 years, $52 million this off season. How you feel about Dante DiVincenzo, man? Big Pazan, man. I think me personally, man. I told everybody on Twitter, I'm 10% Italian. Right? My Italian name is Stay So when I'm in my Italian mode, call me Stay. But
He makes everybody a believer, man. I thought he was gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? But I thought he was gonna be good as a role player kind of thing. I didn't think he was gonna, evolve into this, man. 16 points per game in the NBA as a starter. That's legit right there. You want to talk about, but I mean, I was gonna bring up, shout out to what's my man's name? Yeah. He does the old man in the three, Reddick, JJ Reddick.
JJ, shouts to JJ
Yeah.
Reddick, my guy.
I was gonna bring him up, but I mean Dante has the athleticism, man. That dude, his ability to get up on the bounce and his defense, man. The last night he had that block. He blocked somebody in Golden State to the boards. You remember that? Remember that play? He does some amazing things on the
He
defense.
got a couple blocks last few games. Couple
Yeah.
blocks where he don't die on the play, where he keep fighting and.
That game against Detroit when he slammed into the dude, whatever, somebody like that. That's somebody that on the bottom. That's something that Deuce McBride is supposed to do, not Dante DiVincenzo. That he does not shy away from those type of moments, the contact and stuff.
You know what makes me more proud? Because he Italian. So if he doing that gangster, I know he got mob ties. Big Baza.
In fact, doesn't he though? Because I think his agent, like in fact, see if you can Google that Dante DiVincenzo's agent or whatever. Because I think he got like the whole Sopranos squad on his team, man. It looks crazy. They got the freaking herringbone chains and the freaking tracksuits and shit. No shit, man. Yeah, look up DiVincenzo's agent.
Let's see who Dante Divincenzo
If
is.
I'm not
Nah,
mistaken.
oh my god, it's so funny, man. I cannot find this guy's agent. Where is this
And they
at?
all doing, they're doing this stuff, man. So when they showed him in the crowd, they're like, "Ah," oh man, he's like meant to be in New York, man. All that whole thing, man. This whole stick.
Yeah, shouts to Big Pazab, man. Big Pazab, that's my guy, man. Dante Divincenzo. Yo, his 3-point percentage has been great. Um, Speaking of Dante Divincenzo, let's go down the list. Josh Hart, Villanova gang. I didn't like Josh Hart for a couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie to you. How you feel about him though? The one, and also, matter of fact, the main question I got to ask you about Josh Hart specifically, outside of like the basketball numbers, have you seen his playmaking the last couple of weeks? I don't know if it's just me. Yo, he could play make his ass off.
Well, his
Like he really
main,
can.
yeah, no shit. Like his main like attribute, man. Once he gets that rebound or for like, say he gets a rebound, he starts that break. He's almost like LeBron James, man. He gets down, he gets to the basket, takes the contact, and he can finish. That's a thing, So I think he's important, man. I just think he's important. He plays extremely hard. You can't have enough guys like that. So like sometimes people get too caught up in his ability to score like a main scorer, but that's not really what he does well. He does well just playing, just off his teammates and just playing hard basketball, just being the active contributor out there. That's the best way I can explain it. So I mean, I think like he's a winning player. You remember that meme? He was like, "Yeah, I get rebounds that break teams." Yeah, man, no shit. So like, if we have the roster that we have now, you throw a Josh Hart out there, he could really cause a lot of havoc out there. So, it's definitely tough, man. We're gonna have to make some hard decisions because I know leading to how next year when the off season gets here, how do we improve on the team? Josh Hart is definitely gonna be there because he makes 20 mil, so he's definitely gonna be there in the conversations and stuff. But it's gonna be tough to make those decisions. Like, how do we get rid of certain guys when they do have big time, you know, they do things that not many players in the NBA can do.
That's a fact. Do you think Dante DiVincenzo is underpaid? Shouts to David L.
Mm, I don't know, because I mean he's never done it before. So at least Josh Hart has he's been doing it in his career. Like he's been traded a lot, but it's not because he's trash. It's just because he fit the trade. That's why he got sent around and stuff. But he's been doing the same thing this whole time. So, but Divincenzo, he's been around. He won the championship with the Bucks, but it's not like he helped them win it. He was on the roster. He wasn't contributing to those teams. So so he's making what he deserves. I think that he's like 10 mil.
Yes.
Yeah, he's making
Um,
what he deserves.
Shouts to my guy Josh Hart, man. He's averaging 8.6 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game, and 3.4 assists per game in 59 games this season. My guy Josh Hart. The only thing I don't like about Josh Hart, he's a horrible shooter. Horrible, horrible shooter, bro.
Yeah,
And his shooting, I think it's all about confidence for me.
yeah.
Like his confidence sometimes wavers. And I forgot what game it was. He had a guy backpedaling. I'm like, why the fuck are you? Was it the Rockets? And he had Alphonse Sengun backpedaling. It was recently too. But he pump fake, or either was it could have been the Kings, but he pump fake. He had a guy backpedaling, and I'm like, yo, Josh Hart shoot the ball. You know what Josh Hart do? He drives right into his body, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's his instincts. His natural instincts is to do that, man. He needs to go at somebody. He has to make that contact. He's one of those guys that he's like out there playing football where everybody else is playing basketball. But one thing he did say, he said during the All-Star break that he actually instead of like taking a vacation with the family, he actually stayed in the gym, to try to get that jump shot right. Because he mentioned also too that his elbow is a little bit too flared out there, and he puts the ball in his palm. That's what he mentioned. So he's trying to get the ball on the fingertips, and he's trying to get the elbow in. So just working on something that he knows he's going to get coming to him, those shots. So I appreciate that. That he's self-aware of himself.
Nah, I agree. Josh Hart. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Ebro, we've been getting that Josh Hart family. Yo, when I tell you, what the fuck, my poor Knicks fan, always this some crazy shit, my background, There's always some bugged out extra lie, man. Oh
You
my
sure it's not
god.
something that you be doing on the low? That's why it keeps going back to that bug shit.
Nah. Yeah.
Because I got a friend of mine. She's a female, right? Like she's always sending me this wild shit. You got friends that be sending you memes and stuff like that. She be sending me these memes. I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck are you following on your phone? That you sending me all this crazy shit. Because it's not
Absolutely,
coming up
man.
on my phone. It's only coming up on your phone. You sick motherfucker.
Yo, absolutely. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to my guy Smooth, man. Yo, Smooth, you locked up with me, you heard? You is the reason why the motherfuckers went on my Facebook. It's because
Oh,
of
that's
you.
smooth, right?
Yes, with
He
this
started
stupid,
all that shit.
this
Oh
stupid
man.
ass Boston Celtics. Lazard, why you wear a keychain? You wear Lazard.
Yeah, he was wearing this shit like he was like that's he was like this shining with it on too.
And it's not like a Lazard is really disrespectful. As a Lazard lanyard, whatever the hell it's called, a jersey or a hat. Because you know what you got to do, Eru, for those three items? You got to look in the mirror and make sure it look good on you.
I'm trying to say he was like this before he came outside. He was like, "Oh shit, I'm killing these cats out here, man. I'm about to give me some, you about to do his thing." He was like, "Oh, he did the side profile too. He was doing like this, he was."
But they got me good though. I can't laugh at my bro, man. They got me in a Brooklyn Nets hoodie. It was for work though. It was for work though. I promise you, it was for work, man. They got me good. They got me good. Shouts to the chat too. Shouts to man Paris Duggar. J Ray, please. Time to get a young player developmental coach. Development. Yo, Evil. The next Knicks fan that say to me development, or I hear that word, I'm gonna block them.
Yeah, you can't block Paris, man. Paris is gonna feed your family with
Paris,
with his super chats, man.
Paris, you motherfucker, your Paris. I don't want to hear about development anymore. Development died the night RJ and Quickly was traded. I don't want to hear about development no more.
Development died long before that, though, man. Development as soon as Tom Thibodeau came here, development was over because
I think he tried. I think if you had kids that was drafted that fit the way he wants to play already, then yeah, I think it would have worked.
Honestly. I mean, but he did use RJ, he did use Mitch. Those are all guys that we drafted. He did use IQ. He got rid of this what's that dude? Dennis Smith Jr. He got rid of Dennis Smith Jr. because IQ was playing well. Shout out to Quentin Grimes. He started Quentin Grimes. So Tom Thibodeau uses his youth. He tried.
I would never understand how Quentin Grimes was gifted a starting job. This man was untouchable for Donovan Mitchell. But you trade him for worse set players and RJ Barrett. Because OG Anunoby is a worse NBA player than Donovan. Like all those players is worse than Donovan. What is so Leon Rose this summer? He's gonna have to come through. He's gonna have to come through, Hero. I'm not gonna lie.
But at the same time, though, he traded Quentin Grimes and got Bojan Bogdanovic.
Absolutely.
And not for nothing, Alec Burks. You can say what you want to say about him, but if you look at his career, like Quentin Grimes wish he could be Alec Burks.
Very true. 3-point percentage. Very true. I think it's a difference of age. Honestly, I don't think it's nothing at the age, Eru. I think you're being unfair. I think age matters. And shout outs to Bojan Bogdanovic. Let me bring this to the stage. Actually, he's actually shooting 39.5% from three for the Knicks.
It would
So
have been higher though, because he had a donut the other day. He was like 0 for 7 or whatever he was the
oh
other day.
yeah, oh he
Yeah,
was
so it
bad.
would have been higher.
Oh, but I thought he played well the other day. Honestly,
Yeah.
even with the because he's playing within the game. Burks is kind of alarming because he's ball dominant, but he's not a bad basketball player. I just think Tibbs is just. I think Tibbs do coke, man. Fuck.
You think he does coke?
Like
You got to give him a piss test before games now.
yes, because it ain't no way, bro. It ain't no way you see Alec Burks playing better than you see Miles McBride, Deuce McBride playing better than Alec Burks, and you pull Deuce McBride for these guys, bro. It's no way, bro. I promise you, Tibbs do bumps, bro. He do them. It's no way.
Yeah, he might. He might. You never know. You never know. He's from that era anyway, so.
Ain't you for that,
Yeah, I mean the motherfucker had a mullet for Christ's sake. I don't trust nobody with a mullet, man. Anybody with a mullet definitely got a ounce of coconut in their wallet somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
A couple
God,
grams.
yo, once again, man, shout out to the chat, man. The chat been amazing, man. This is your boy State, man, with my guy Evil, man. State of the New York Knicks podcast, Diehard Knicks podcast, and Diehard State of Mind. And I appreciate all of you guys who tuned in, man, who tuned in today, man. Um, the last thing me and Evil going to talk about before we get out of here, honestly, is what we expect for the rest of the season. We don't even have to, talk about the playoffs. I think that's a convo for another, you know, conversation for another time.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the season, it's very important. Mitchell Robinson's supposed to be coming back soon. Julius Randle's supposed to be coming back soon. Shouts to Julius Randle. Shouts to Mama Randle. Shouts to the whole Randle family. I love you guys. Uh, Hart, his Achilles is compromised. OG and Anobi, shout outs to my Nigerian brother. He's coming back soon. Uh, who else? We got all these motherfuckers is hurt. Evil, goddamn.
Yeah,
But
man.
For the rest of the season, what are you expecting from the Knicks, man? Me personally, uh, I do think the Knicks will turn it around. I know we're 2-6 with Alec Burks right now. I think things will turn around. I think it will start next game. Next game is actually tomorrow for the New York Knicks. And let me bring up this schedule here just to make sure. So the game that who do we play next tomorrow again?
Tomorrow, I'm not really sure.
Cavaliers. So we
Okay,
played the Cavaliers tomorrow
that's a big
at
game. Yeah.
7 p.m. Yeah. And then we play the Hawks 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, March 5th. We play Orlando Magic Friday, March 8th, 7:30 p.m. Uh, we play the Cavs tomorrow, man. Donovan Mitchell's coming into the building, man. When do you expect some of these guys to come back, April? Are you concerned about these injuries? How do you feel about all of these injuries and just things in general, just for the second half of the season?
Well, I mean, I feel like we bring all that to ourselves. Like we was talking about talking. Being uh, shout out to the four agreements. Anybody ever read that? To be impeccable with your word. To speak things into existence. Like you have power with the way that when you speak things. So I think just people always talking badly about Julius Randle. Look, he blows his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? People, they were so mad that they traded RJ and IQ. Then OG goes down. You know what I'm trying to say? Mitchell Robinson. I talk badly about Mitchell Robinson. A lot of people do that. He gets hurt again. People don't like Ihart. They want to see Mitch back. Ihart is gone. You know what I'm trying to say? So I mean, we got to be very careful what you ask for because you will get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to be very careful what energy you put on things, man. But outside of that, I think time, through time now in the middle of the month, right now we're in March, so within the next 2 weeks or so, we probably see OG. 3 weeks we probably see Julius. So outside of that, we just gonna have to wait for guys to get their bearings because Julius is gonna take time to get himself together. At the beginning of the year, it took him a while, right? OG hasn't shot the ball. So he's gonna have to figure that out too. You know what I'm saying? And Mitchell Robinson got to get his timing. So it's gonna be hard because also too Bogdanovich and these guys are new also. So it's like we're gonna have to treat the rest of the season like a training camp. You know, and then hopefully by the time the season starts that we're ready to go. That's the only thing I'm hoping for. You know.
Yo, now that the wine, champagne hit a little bit. Yo, you think we can win a chip this year, yo?
Yes, man. Every freaking year. But this year we could say that without sounding like an asshole. Every year we say, "Yeah, we're gonna win the chip this year." Yeah, okay. And then
Mhm.
then we get swept by Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't even make the playoffs. At all. But this time around, Julius, he's been doing it now. Jalen, we got Jalen Brunson now. I think he's the X factor. But we got other guys that could fill spots, and we have so many guys that shoot close to or over 40% from three. We don't just got one or two. We got a bunch of them that really can knock down the three. And we're really good rebounders. We play really good team defense. So I think we check so many boxes off, man. That why can't we talk our shit and say the Knicks can win a championship this year? You know?
How do you feel about what I just posted right here?
That's exactly what I'm looking at because at the time, Jeff Van Gundy was almost fired. Who got fired that year? The GM. The what's his name? Grunfeld. Ernie
Uh,
Ernie Grun.
Grunwald, yeah, I call him Grunwald. Be honest with you, I call him
We had
Grunwald.
two guys. We had two guys that had the same name basically, but I think it's it was Ernie. His first name was Ernie, but he ended up getting fired. But he was the one that brought Camby over. He was the one that brought Spreewell over and everything. But it didn't really catch because it was like a 50-win season, 50 game season. So it took him a little while to catch fire. So the Knicks finally came together at the end. And then they got to the point where when the playoffs started, they just rolled that shit all the way to the finals. So the Knicks potentially it could do exactly the same thing like '99, and why not? You know?
Yo, man, Eru, man, I want a chip so bad, yo.
Yeah, man.
I
But
want a
do
chip.
you remember '99 though? Do you remember '99 at all?
Yo, not really. Um, I do have faint memory of game 3 of the '99 finals, but the biggest memory I have, like just as a kid, like growing up and all my brain is jammed, is like the 1998 finals. Is like the biggest memory because like after like before 2000, I watched Nick games, but it's like blurry. It's like when you had a TV and you gotta hit the TV at the top of the TV and there's blurry screen. Like it's like blurry. Like I gotta really like sit there and it's gonna take me like a couple of minutes and that get to me. Oh, me personally, anything after 2001, I remember like kind of vividly.
Well, it,
You
it
know,
makes sense, because I mean, during that time that you were just entering like your prime like Knicks fandom really, because it's this to use it as
no,
an
no, no.
example.
Let me correct you.
Mhm.
Prime Knicks fandom. When you say prime, like you and it's the win it Knicks fandom, like you in it to
Well,
win
not
it.
prime, not prime, but just say like your initial because I mean I really got crazy when I got to high school. When I got
Okay.
I became like a beast, like a maniac in junior high school and high school. You know what I'm saying? So around that time, you was like in high school, right? Like '99,
No, 99.
junior high
No,
school.
man. I'm not way younger than you. Shit.
Well, I
He's
mean,
not.
25 years from now. So what? How old are you now? Like 30?
Yeah,
So you was like
high
nine
school.
to eight.
High school in '99, man. Shit, man. Shit,
Yeah, I'm bugging
man.
because I was in high school in the '90s, so I'm bugging.
I was in high school in 2003, '04. So
Okay,
I literally, I was 13, 14 years old. I'm literally like watching LeBron James just get drafted.
right,
Like at that moment, like it's 20 years later. Yeah, I'm
right.
still watching.
But could you imagine that though? Because like you had the experience of LeBron James, whatever, and then from '03 to now, the Knicks were complete trash that whole freaking 20 years, bro. But for me, at the same age as you, I was at peak Knicks history, man. Like the Knicks were good from the time I was 8 years old all the way till I was like 20, like 21. That's
I
crazy,
wish
right?
I wish I had that. And you know what? I think that's what a lot of Knicks fans want now. Honestly, like a lot of older Knicks fans. So when I hear older Knicks fans say, "Oh, you're consistently winning," shouts to Jerry Fitz, man. 99, no Ewing. He was hurt. Duncan second year. I think Camby played well. Shouts to everybody tuning in the chat. It's tough, Ewan. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
When you're a '90s Knicks fan and you experience all that winning, and you see younger Knicks fans, and this is the first time, like we're at the beginning of this, right?
Right.
So this is, I can compare where the Knicks is at right now is like 89, 90.
No
The
shit. Yep.
New York Knicks. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you just already got to the playoffs about 2 years straight, man. Shouts to everybody tuning in the chat, man. Peace, salute Stage, salute Eru. We appreciate you, man. David L, man, I appreciate you, man. What Jerry Fitz, 99 Knicks down, 2-1, game 4. MSG Garden was crazy, man. I appreciate you, man. Kimbo was supposed to win the chip. I know you trolling right now, brother. You
Yeah.
need to lay off the sniff, man. You need to lay off the sniff, man. Sniff is hard, man. You need to lay off this. Yo, when '90s Knicks fans look at younger Knicks fans like me, and they say, "Yo, bro, you complaining too much." You know what I think they're looking at a person like me as? Themselves in like 1988, 1989, 1990. When you just starting to get to that consistent moment where you're getting the playoff runs. So that's what I think older Knicks fans think what's going on now. Would you
Well,
how
it's
you feel about
experience. It's the experience. We already experienced it. You know what I'm saying? So, like for instance, like, let's say like you get a girlfriend, like and you're like 13 or 14 years old, right? And then the girlfriend like leaves you because I got a girlfriend for 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, well, whatever. And then she dump you for the next cat or whatever. Like your whole world is going crazy, right? So OG's gonna say, like, listen, man, there's gonna be chicks that are not even born yet that you're gonna be like, banging. You know what I'm saying? And you would say something like that to a kid, and they'd be like, "What? Like I'm 13. What are you talking about? This girl's that's not even alive yet that I'm gonna be dating later on in life." And then fast forward later on in life, 20 years to that, you could be 33 years old, and then a 20-something-year-old, young 20-year-old girl pop up, and now you dealing with this, and it's like, oh snap, OG was right. You know what I'm saying? So experience, that's all. That's all I'm trying to get at. The experience of it. So we've seen it before. So since we've seen it before, we have a reference. We have a reference to what we're talking about. You know. So I think that was the big problem I had with Twitter Spaces initially, because a lot of people want to be big mouths, especially certain content creators, that we actually had together on this Diehard State of Mind show. We had him on the show. You know what I'm saying? Know it all, always got to be right, always yelling and shit like that. But you haven't even experienced life yet. So how could you have such hardcore, opinions like that, and like so violent opinions, you know what I'm saying? And then, the person that we were arguing about is not even on the team anymore. And that was the point I was trying to make. Before it started that big argument, the point was is that like these players come and go. Not everybody's gonna make it to the end. And then guess what? That said player that we were arguing about, is not even on the team anymore. And
you want to know what's so crazy about all of that? Like that same person, I got about 10 tweets in my DM right now where that person is just Boston Celtics love it. I yo Eru, you see why nobody mentioned me today, right? you see people chilling, right? Because listen, man, a lot of your favorite Knicks Twitter content creators these dudes in 2009. I think it's different when you're on Twitter and you come to Twitter, you're specifically coming to Twitter because you want to do a specific type of content, right? And when
Right.
I say a specific type of content, I'm talking about like Knicks content. That's why you're coming to Knicks Twitter, right? When you are on Twitter for 10 plus years and you writing stuff like, yes, bro, I'm a Nets fan. Yes, bro. Shout outs to the Celtics. I can't wait till they get to the playoffs. We're talking about known company men here,
Right.
right? Twitter wasn't my main source of social media. I wasn't on Twitter at that time, so I can't speak for them. Evil, that's disgusting. And I disregard people like that from now on. From what the information I got from the
Right.
little homie, I'm disregarding that from now on. You can't tell me I'm not a Knicks fan no more. You, a lot of, and I'll tell you another secret too. Shouts to Papa Left. You know Christian Pussiani and certain people from other Nick content creation. You know they turned off the view for when you can search somebody's past tweets. I got I got work on them too. So Lee, don't come to me. I got work on you. I got work on you. And I feel like a lot of these people, when they do Nick content, they do it because they want to be a beat reporter.
Right.
They do it because it's not just for the love. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not doing it just for the love. That's why when I hear dudes now say, "Oh, I do a lot for the Knicks, the Knicks community." If you're not the OG, my Uncle Tony, I'm not hearing you right now. I'm not hearing a lot of you. You
Right.
don't do a lot for us, honestly. So it's like, yo, Hero.
Yeah, grandstanding. I'm not into grandstanding either. Either you just do it. We just doing it. To stand on a pedestal, be like, yo, man, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. It's like, you know,
No,
that's
but
not the way we
it's
move,
not
right?
even that, Hero. It's talking about extending a hand.
Right.
Hero, you know I'm gonna send you to Anthony MSG. You know I'm gonna send that through. That's my Anthony MSG. That's my guy. Shouts to Anthony MSG. Shouts to the whole MSG networks, New York Knicks. Shouts to all you guys, man. I appreciate all you guys. Hope one of y'all watching. That's my guy. He pull up to the liquor store. I have to make it my business to make sure you and Anthony MSG get connected. And I'm telling you this on live because there's people who on Nick's Twitter who will use your platform and don't give you no type of love. Why am I with you? Why am I with you? Why am I fucking with you?
Yeah, I tell you that, man. We like that's no shit. I used to say that every pod. Like people like to jack your slang. Everything, even the phrase "company man." That's something that you came up with, But it's all up in people's mouths, man. Everything that you say, all the sayings on Twitter that people say came from you. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, people don't give you that credit. But then me and you have been doing Dire State of Mind. Like you said, this is the 90th. I didn't even realize that we did that many. But we've been doing podcasts together for the longest time. And then like people swear to God they don't know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. When people do that, and then when you see them in person, hey yo, what's up, Eru? Like, okay, you know who the fuck I am, you know what I'm saying? But you could do people could say what
You
they
know
want to
the fuck, yo,
say. Yeah,
Eru. I promise you, Eru. We've been to a recent event. They know
right.
who the fuck you are, bro. They know the
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. You know
They
who the
know
fuck I am.
exactly. They know. You know what it is though, and I always tell people, it's not the take. It's the person giving the take.
Shit. Mhm.
It can't be. It can't be the per. It can't be the take. It can't be because I feel like we're all intelligent. We all understand like what you're trying to say. But when you had that perception amongst media, people give you that. You know. Media perception, man. Shout out to the chat once again. Knicks were eighth seed in 1999. 1999 was a matter of fact. Ebru, can you explain 1999 to the Knicks fans that's in the chat, please?
Well, 99 was a lockout shortened season. So we had like 50, only 50 games for the year. So I mean, the AFC, like let's say if we was an 82 game season, I think the Knicks would have definitely not have been the 8th seed, because we were rolling at that point. So we probably would have went on a nice little winning streak, and we probably would have been like fourth or fifth by the time the end of the season was. So that's just little contents to that.
Do the next team right now, let's say fully healthy, do they have more talent than that eight seeded team in 1999? We talking about Patrick Ewing healthy because we all know he got hurt.
Right.
Everybody healthy. Who's the better team overall talent? Just everybody healthy, full strength right now.
Yeah. I think shit, man. I think you would have to go. You would have to go 99 because you can't get past Ewing. You can't really get past Ewing. Spreewell was a beast. Houston was a beast too. But we have guys that can match up with them. But I think the Ewing factor, man. I think that would be like the icing. Because he brought it on the defense and offense. Even though he was old in '99, but he still could ball. So I don't know. It's
Yo,
interesting.
I gotta ask you a crazy. Yo, see now the sauce is hitting me a little bit. My fault, Ebro. How much longer you got?
I'm off tomorrow, man. Fuck it, man. My
Oh
wife
yeah, I'm off
already.
tomorrow too. I don't give a
My
shit.
wife already slid the divorce papers underneath the door, man. So I'm done for the night. He said, "Oh, you coming from work? You did 16 hours and you go in the room with this motherfucker? All right, bet."
I gotta ask you this question, man. Oh, it's 11:46. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, we're in at 12 to try to so I can like help my uncle and we could like close the links to this shit. Yeah, we're in at 12.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you because you're a person that witnessed two prime caliber players. Who's better, Patrick Ewing or Julius Randle or Jalen Brunson? I'm asking you Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson as a tandem because you're able to watch all three
Mhm.
and you could like disregard playoffs. We talking about like overall talent, what you seeing. Oh my fucking god, this guy is dominant. Who you got?
What our question is Ewing, but I gotta say, like Ewing is the best center in Knicks history. Julius Randle is now getting up there to argue that he's like probably like the best power forward in Knicks history.
No,
And
he is the best power forward in the Knicks history.
well, I
Who I'm
mean,
putting over him? Charles Oakley,
no, well, what was his name?
Dave the Busher. He got a ring up. Shouts to Dave.
Yeah, not Dave the Busher. There's what's Money's name? See, that's the problem with getting old. You know so
Mason,
much shit and can't remember none of that stuff.
Anthony
Uh,
Mason.
nah. Shout out to Paris Duggar. Paris Duggar, you're old head, man. Think of a power forward back in the early '80s. You know what I'm saying? Paris Duggar, I know you're watching there.
That's for the chat.
Oh, Bob McAdoo. Excuse me, Bob McAdoo.
Bob McAdoo for the chat. I like Willis Reed. Willis Reed is a center, and we're trying to not count Willis Reed because it's like counting him in the Knicks debate. It's not even fair, bro. I don't even count him in Knicks debates. Him and Clyde is like and Earl Monroe. Like I try to. I don't even count them. Me personally. Best power forward in Knicks history. Yo, Paris Duggar is a elite troll. Yo, Kurt Thomas. This fucking.
Outside of you can mention David Lee too. David Lee made the All-Star team. He was a double kind of guy.
Yo, David Lee not better than Randall. He's not better than Randall.
No, he's not better than Randall.
He's not even better than Anthony Mason.
Yeah,
that's
Anthony
debatable.
Mason. Yeah,
that's debatable. No, but David Lee. Matter of fact, no, I can't do that. I ain't gonna say David Lee better than Anthony Mason. I'm gonna respect the OGs here. And I'm gonna just say Anthony Mason is better than David Lee, because so they won't even get me online and saying something. I'm gonna respect it. I'm respect this gangster.
But Bob McAdoo, man. If you Google Bob McAdoo and his stats with the Knicks, man, he was a beast. Bob McAdoo was legit, like, one of the greatest players ever. Somebody mentioned it, Jerry Fish. He said he was legit like one of the 50th greatest players in the NBA, Bob McAdoo. So, he's got to be the greatest. But, as far as success with the Knicks, Julius Randle's right there, you know?
But then you got that's what I mean by you got to give body of work
Yeah.
and this that. How you feel about Larry Johnson over Julius Randle?
I don't think he could do that. Larry Johnson was a shell of himself, man. He couldn't jump anymore. He was always in pain. He couldn't even keep his shirt in his pants, man. Fucking Larry Johnson, man. Every time you see a highlight, you see him with his jersey hanging out of his pants and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he was good, but I mean he couldn't get no more than 5 rebounds per game. He barely was giving you 10 to 12 points per game, so he was done by the time.
Zach Randolph. I disagree with Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph in a Knicks uniform was like nowhere compared to Julius Randle. That's how I could tell Jerry Fitz, you're of a certain age. Like I could tell. It's easy. When you mention Zach Randolph and Julius Randle, to me personally, I don't even think it's close. Because Zach Randolph don't have a big enough resume for Julius Randle for us to even have this conversation. Honestly.
Yeah.
But shout out to Zach Randolph. Appreciate Zebo. The bullies get bullied where I'm from, right? He put up numbers while he was here. Even what you got to say about people that say he put up numbers? Hey, he put up numbers. He put up 30. He put up 30 a game.
That's what Bob did. Bob was one of those guys, Bob McAdoo. But he put up numbers, man. But what was the success? It was him. I think Spencer Hayward. Somebody mentioned that too. It was Bob McAdoo and Spencer Hayward. We should have went to the finals. The State just clicked himself off the thing. I think State clicked himself off his own link. There you go. You
What
clicked
you
yourself
mean?
off.
Nah, I did that on purpose. I'm playing with this.
Okay.
I'm playing with this. I want the people to see you too. I want people to see because I'm trying to make sure like they get like this new flavor of how we do things here. You see, I got the anime going on in the background. I know a lot of people love anime. There's Bleach actually going on in the background, and I see you got the Knicks jersey. My pops. I'm trying to make sure everything's different when I do record stuff. But I'm trying to be different, man. I'm trying to be different and make sure that we keep that same different energy that we had when we initially started Diehard State of Mind. Because Diehard State of Mind, we back, baby. We back, baby.
It's up to you, man. Like like I said, things happen for a reason, and everybody had to move at their own pace. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I was willing to give you everything, man. As far as like equipment and stuff like that. But you have to get, you have to do you. You know what I'm saying? I can't like tell you what to do or whatever. You got to do you. You know what I'm saying? So now we back at it now. So this is a new chapter. So we'll figure out how we're gonna do it this way.
I feel like, and I'm gonna tell you this on live. Because I can get you right now. I don't need to text you and you can sit there and think about it. I can get you right now.
Oh shit.
I don't even need no equipment, even. All I need you to do is one thing, bro. Just order a State hoodie from the website. That's all I need you to do. Don't worry though.
Yeah.
I got some Diehard State of Mind. I got a hoodie that I'm gonna stitch up. And I'm gonna see my man Mike tomorrow because I couldn't see him today because it's life and my man Mike. Shout outs to Lennox, my man Mike. Lennox, she go crazy, man. His daughter, she. It was one day me and Mike was doing clothes in the crib, and shout out to my guy Mike Unseen.
Yeah.
His daughter would not let us finish the clothes, bro. She would continue to walk over stuff and go ahead, Hero, my fault, man.
Well, I mean, you mentioned him a couple times, Mike Unseen. So he's your partner that's doing the merch drill.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My guy Mike is, he want to be unseen. So when you get an unseen on your hoodie,
but that's a good look though, man. That's actually like I'm saying, like what you guys are doing with the unseen and stuff. I think that's dope, man. That shit is dope. Outside of the Knicks stuff, you know what I'm saying?
absolutely. And the one thing I wanted to do and is just bring the Knicks land and appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Yo, the chat is going crazy. I appreciate Raid, all of you guys, man. I can't mention all of the chats. Randall isn't better than Mello. Obviously, only a cokehead to think Randall is better than Mello, obviously. But shout out to the chat, man. Like we just yo, I just ordered 2 Stay hoodies. The website is right at the bottom. Support, man. Support is free. Shout out to my guy Recap. Support is always free. But y'all better thank Diehard, man. Y'all better thank Eru for this, man. Without Eru, then you want to get this what I got right now. And Eru offered equipment to me. And what I said back to him with this equipment was, Eru, I'm not ready yet. When I'm ready, I will buy my own equipment and we will be online, I promise you. He gave me a year plus, but I'm here, baby.
Yeah, I'm saying like things happen for a reason. You got to do things the way that you're gonna do it, you know. And that's the only way. That's the only right.
Yes, man. Yes, man. This was nice, man. I guess we got everything we had to. You know.
So what's your answer? What's your answer to putting out more stuff? Because Pudge asked, a couple other people have been asking in the chat, like you guys got to be more consistent, you know, or you got to do more stuff together. You know what I'm saying? We were pretty consistent before, you know, when we was doing the pods. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it that consistent, you know, because we was doing pods like every other day, you know, during that time. You know what I'm saying?
So, Eru, whatever the fans want, bro. It's whatever they want now. That's where I'm at with it. Y'all want us to be more consistent? I'll find a way. That's how we do it. You want it so like I could do it from the liquor store where I'm at in Harlem. Shouts to my uncle Ben, my pops, he right behind me. God bless his soul. I can do it from the liquor store or I can do it from my crib. I got the Diehard State of Mind. I got this. I got it really. Evil didn't even see it yet, but I definitely have it in my crib. Diehard State of Mind, like a canvas on my back. It's posted right on my wall. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a picture tonight of it. But I'm doing it in my crib. I'm gonna make sure, like me and Eru, we gonna definitely do these more. It was my fault, honestly. Eru, you trying to make sure. Oh, State, it wasn't your fault. It was my fault. Me and my personal opinion, and I'm gonna make sure we going once a week minimum. If we don't do it consistently, once a week you will get a diehard state of mind. That's for sure. It doesn't matter what time me and you we will be fluid with this. We will text about this, but once a week you will get a diehard state of mind. That's for sure. And shouts to everybody who's tuning in the chat. The chat going crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Shout out to Pudge. Pudge said there's no shows on the weekend, so but that's also when we get pussy too, man. You know what I'm saying? to keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get laid, you know what I'm saying? So Saturdays, you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be able to do our thing some kind of way, you know what I'm trying to say? So those are those are prime poom poom hours, man. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yo, Paris, we'll try, man. We'll try. That's the best I got for you, man. Try. We got man. Yo, Paris, man. People got a lot going on, man. All right, man. People got a lot going on, man. You feel me, man? Yo, Almighty Finesse, man. Shouts to you, man. The more hate you put in the chat, the more strong I feel, bro.
That's Almighty. Almighty's like the king troll. He's just playing, man.
I know, like I feel powerful. The more matter of fact, say stupid in your next comment. Call me dumb. I need you to call me like something outlandish. I appreciate it. But shouts to everybody tuning in, man. And my uncle pulled up again, man. My uncle right here, man. I can't wait till he get on the episode with all of us actually like on the podcast that we got. I think it's March 30th.
So we gotta do it, man. You know, we gotta
All right, I got you right now. Yeah,
but not live, you know, but like, you know, on the side, we gotta like, you know, figure a little couple things out.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So definitely. I appreciate y'all, man. Ebru, man. Last words, man. Let's get out of here, man. Uncle said, "Shut it down, man. We gotta shut it down, man." And we already, yo, I didn't even notice. We've been on here for like 2 hours already. Plus, I appreciate that. But
Yeah,
Eru,
me.
man, last words before we get out of here.
Hey, but between me and you, man, just Knicks fans in general, you get the guys together, we can pod for 4 or 5 hours. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man, I'm happy to share spare to share time with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because time on this earth is extremely precious. A lot of people don't like to give their time. Unless you're gonna do something for them. You know what I'm saying. I appreciate you giving the time just to kick it, not because it's something that you're gonna get from me or same thing for me. And we're not doing this because of something I want to get from you. This is something we've been doing. Yeah, so I enjoy talking to you, man. I'm glad to come across you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad to know you, and I'm just glad to share my fandom and my thoughts and stuff with you like this, man. It's incredible to tell you the truth.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I
Yeah.
ain't got much else to say. I appreciate it, man. Let's get out of here, man. Yo, Eru, we definitely gotta talk, man. We're gonna give him another episode next week because we gotta do it once a week, obviously. But
Yeah.
let me get out of here. Obviously, we got another business to run. I gotta make sure that all this stuff is clean and stuff. But Eru, I'm gonna get you out of here. So Eru, man, I appreciate you, man. Love you, bro. Appreciate you.
Well, this show, we got to remember this is a joint show, so you can't kick me out.
No, oh, you're right. We gotta go out at the same time, motherfucker. So you
Yeah.
know what? I will go first, right?
I already said my last words. What are you talking about?